The Opie and Anthony Show on XM 202, featuring Opie, Anthony, and James Norton.
As daylight breaks, creeping through the shadows, an unstoppable force lays in wait, ready to strike.
Oh my God! Oh, Jesus, Jimmy.
I get scared. He gets scared.
Oh, God. Holy mother of God. Oh, boy. Please don't. God damn. What? Oh, it stinks so bad. Oh, my God. This is killing me. You're killing me. Uh-oh. Just fart so we can start the bit. Oh, my God. Shut up. I'm stumped because I'm a shapely European blonde.
Anthony. Jesus, we are just whores. James Norton.
Look at this face. How do you not love it and want to kiss it?
You rock.
Sex Bagel here on the radio with you.
Sex Bagel.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
And Sex Bagel gets hit with poker chips.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Just warming up the voices for another broadcast. Ba 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 ba. You want to wake anyone up this morning?
Nah, let him sleep in.
Yeah?
Just let everyone sleep in.
We pick like a group of people to wake up. We've woken up the MILFs. We've woken up the
Serial killers.
potential serial killers.
Because you never know who's listening. You know, you're just talking to people, and they could be doing horrible things. Like,
why don't you wake up Rich Bosson?
Hey, wake up, Rich.
He'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that show.
Hey.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. We got a question right off the bat.
Oh, my God.
Too
Question
early.
time.
Too early for questions. That's what I say. Paul in New York, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
I was wondering, the Vegas show, the tickets go on sale 1 p.m. their time today or 1 p.m. our time?
Well, isn't it all our time, Mr. Hand?
Well, you're talking about the ONA Traveling Virus Comedy Tour hitting Vegas April 14th. And then we're going to announce the rest of the dates while we're out there. We're going to do a little press conference.
Before sweeping the country.
Why aren't you on the first show, Bill Burr?
I'm working.
Oh, damn
okay.
it. Vegas.
Good answer. I was hoping, because I don't want to do it this year.
Because screw you and your fans.
You really wanted to start this show with some
No,
confidence,
not
didn't
at
you?
all. No, Bill, stop. I'm just...
No, I'd never do that. Just for
no,
good radio, I would never try to...
April, no, actually, I want you on the show. We have a really good lineup. We have Jim Norton, Joe Rogan, Louis C.K., Frank Caliendo, Bob Kelly, Rich Voss, Otto and George, Ralphie May, and maybe one more comic.
More to come.
That's
like
Are you canceling a date?
The end of Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Or the beginning.
And the rest.
Yeah.
And
How awful is your agent when you're a series regular and you can't even get your name announced in the opening song?
When the whole song is introducing everyone by name.
Yeah.
And then you're just, and the rest.
And the rest. We're done with this stupid song. Let me get this info out. So it's April 14th, the Joint Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And pre-sale is 1 p.m. Vegas time, Paul.
All right, so that's carried to 4 o'clock our time?
4 o'clock New York time, yes.
Sweet.
Yes.
Thanks for letting me be the first setup caller. Drunkest.
Setup caller.
Setup caller? You called, and actually we do need to get this info out. So you can go to extremeradio.com, the station we're on in Vegas. That would be XTREME radio.com. Let's say hi to Keith in Connecticut. Keith, what's going on?
Hey, can we wake up mothers that are breastfeeding this morning?
Yeah.
Hey, that's not a bad one.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Have a good day.
Is that your fetish there, Keith?
Yeah.
Engorged moms.
I'll talk to you later.
Wait a minute. And you don't take a peek when you see that out there?
No, I try to avert my eyesight from breastfeeding women. I find it not repulsive, but it's something that is so not sexual or.
Don't you find it interesting enough to at least go,
You know what? I got to go with Anthony on this one.
No,
I find
there's
it
nothing there.
Borderline repulsive.
Yeah. It really is borderline repulsive.
But don't you like looking at repulsive things?
No,
I'm not even saying that it's hot, but if you see a young mother breastfeeding, you're taking a look, no?
No, wait. Okay, hold on. Now you've reworded the question.
Yeah, you started off you asked. What was his fetish?
That would be easy. I have no problem if it's an ugly mother too, and an older mother, like a mother in her 40s, decide to have a kid late in life.
If a woman is breastfeeding, she's
one last chance.
Yeah, the last chance pregnancy.
Yeah, she's probably still got the baby fat on her and everything, and then the engorged feeding things.
I gotta admit, I've never I understand the after part of birth where it's this beautiful baby, that is the miracle, but the whole, as a guy, you have to be in there. It's repulsive. It's freaky. It's disgusting, and I'm not I was telling my girl I'm not going to be in there, and she flipped out, and she's like, "Why not?" I go, "Because I'm not a doctor."
Yeah, what
I mean?
business do I have in there?
Yeah, if you get your appendix
tell some
out,
jokes.
Yeah, if you get your appendix out, would I be standing there holding your hand?
Yeah,
slicing you open.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be outside with a cigar, Fred McMurray, some old school guy.
That's how you want, like Ricky Ricardo. Just Fred, I'm a father. Hand out some cigars. You never see any of the nastiness.
The afterbirth. That's why, when they sat there, that's a new thing where they talk about how guys, somehow end up having performance problems after, seeing a human being come out of the love canal there.
Yeah.
That, after a while you kind of hate, because you're not supposed to see it.
No.
So you want to just be in the hallway walking back and forth, pacing, sweating, and
when the nurse comes out, you keep bugging her. She goes, "Not yet, sir."
Yes.
Something out of a 50s sitcom.
Someone comes out of the room,
his hand in the hot water. The doctor,
Congratulations, it's a boy. Have a lucky.
She comes out of the room and you're like, "Any news yet?" All panicky.
I think that's more than enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think I'm not trying to be a dick here. I really don't. I don't think honestly.
I think a lot of people would agree with you. But then there's some of the husbands out there and boyfriends saying, "No, it's kind of cold to be there when that's happening."
Let me tell you something.
But I think there's also a lot of people that think just like you.
None of them want to be in there.
You think?
I don't think any of them really want to be in there. I think they're talked into it, and then they have to rationalize that it was good. When they talk, wasn't that, the wife and mother is there, wasn't that just so beautiful? Wasn't it? And, oh, yes, honey, it's great. I got to cut the umbilical cord. And going back to your appendix thing.
Disgusting.
The doctor doesn't hand you a scalpel and go, "You want to take a slice?"
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what do I cut,
saw
Doc?
off that last little bit?
Yeah, all right. Is that tube over there?
It's just a pair of scissors. You just snip. So you feel part of it.
Thinking doctors joke around and go, "No, not that." I'm kidding. It's fine. You cut the right thing.
Are we waking up the mothers then?
Yeah, breastfeeding mothers.
Today it's breastfeeding mothers.
Stay in your house and do it.
Well, we got to give the visual, what's going on as she's waking up.
Well, she's been up a while. Baby's been crying, a little colicky. Colicky. And
there's some engorging going on.
Yeah, engorging.
There's some tightness.
She's got a little
relief that needs to be had.
A little light on, but it's dim because it's still dark out, and you don't want to wake up baby too much and upset him with the bright light. So she's just kind of sitting there in the kitchen, maybe downstairs. She's got a little maybe pot of coffee or something going, and she's holding her little one up against her bosom, and he's getting some nutrition.
So mom's up, kid's up.
Yeah. And the husband's upstairs.
No good husband's just coming home from an all-night drunk.
Yeah, what the are you doing? What the?
And what is she wearing? An oversized T-shirt?
No, it was that nightgown thing. Kind of a nightgown thingy, and she's got it pulled aside.
A very soft, cottony nightgown.
Something like that.
With a little floral pattern.
Yeah.
I think it's a bad 80s group tour shirt from some horrific reunion tour that a loser husband wanted to go to.
She's just got it pulled down.
A Helix concert T-shirt.
Helix.
Let's go to John in Hicksville. Wow, this got the phones going. John, what's up?
Yeah, I was in there for 2 childbirths, the worst.
Really?
And in the beginning, the doctors have to check how many meters she's dilated, and they shove his whole arm up there, and you're having a heart attack. You're like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, see, why does a guy want to see that?
What did you, like the first time you had intercourse with your wife afterwards, how did you block that out?
I don't remember. I just did it. I'm not married anymore anyway.
See? It's like, how do you get that out of your head, that image? Women don't realize, like, I want you to be in there for this beautiful experience. It's like, okay, but, you know, that other beautiful experience called sex, that's going to be shot.
Yeah, guys are visually stimulated. That's why we're easily duped. It really is. That's why they always beat us, because we're visually stimulated.
Yeah.
All you can do is show a little bit of leg, a little bit of cleavage,
a little makeup, and you're
and
good
you
to
got
go.
it. We're going to do whatever you want us to do. And now that huge power you have over us, you're going to ruin.
It's gone.
By doing
boopies.
Yeah. It's like Superman stepping in that little chamber with the green kryptonite light on. It just takes his power away. And he's getting beat up in a diner.
Then all of a sudden it turns into like a Freddy Krueger movie. And you're just like, oh, my God.
What happened here? Let's go to Chris in West Palm. Chris, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, also, even when she's not breastfeeding, it's always leaking milk. And we just had a baby last month, the 12th of last month. So last night was the first time we had sex afterwards.
Yeah.
The only thing I could think about was yesterday when y'all were talking about fisting, man.
Well,
thank you, Chris, for many, many dumps today.
They don't like that word.
Yeah. We need an educated audience that understand how to talk.
I think we might have been good up until that point.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Chris,
So effing, but that might not.
Well, we know.
No, see, do you do a radio show somewhere? And maybe we could discuss this. Maybe we could go to a conference together. Chris, it says wife is breastfeeding. Thought it would be sexy, but it isn't.
No, it's not. It's because it's always leaking that milk.
Yeah, you can't have that.
These damn women with their leaky breasts. When are they going to get their acts together?
There's just something that happens to them, too. Like, that happens to the female bosom. I'm going to just say bosom today.
Bosom.
It gets all distorted. And there's color changes on various parts of it.
When?
That look like it does. Certain areas get darker
when they're pregnant.
Yeah.
You've seen many pregnant boobs.
Let me think. I've seen pictures. I've seen pictures in like
magazine, Anthony.
Porno mags. Yeah, porno. But you don't think this program has gotten its share of disgusting pornography? Remember those magazines?
Blaming the program.
Yeah, I think Anthony has some kind of weird fetish. And
I don't even start that, dude. I would so be
live somewhere.
I would so be honest with you.
Porno mags. You were describing it like you're a married father of 7.
No. Let me tell you.
That's some Irish guy just can't get off his wife.
Well, I'm going. Wait, does he have a kid somewhere? How does he know this?
No, let me tell you why. Also, remember the pregnant woman that came into our show and got completely naked because we wanted her to have her baby on our show.
Yeah,
so we made her run up and down the stairs and do things that induce labor.
Yeah,
jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Her, the same thing. When you looked at her breasts, they were very different. You could tell that she was pregnant just by looking at them. There's a certain color change and texture change to certain areas.
That's what gave it away, not the big bulge.
Well, the big belly does, yeah. But if you, let's say, just take a picture from the breastbone up.
Maybe she just had a tumor or something.
No, it wasn't that. It's known. It's a known thing. There it is. See, look. Take a good look, damn it.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
it just gets where I guess the baby's eyesight is such that it's got to the breast has to turn into a chameleon and change color so the baby can see it.
That really looks like a war crime photo, doesn't it?
It really does look like she's ready to be shot in the back of the head and thrown into a ditch.
And obviously this is a long time ago because look what she's sporting.
This was back,
oh my God,
5, 6 years ago.
My God, man!
A tribute to Gabe Kaplan.
Well, she's 8 years ago.
All right, hey, we got a weird call on the line here. Jeff in Delaware. Jeff, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
I got a little problem here. I don't know how to confront it. I was checking the history on the internet at my house, and my brother looks at some pretty weird stuff. I saw childbirth fetish, pregnant babies naked or whatnot, and I just don't want him to look at that, but I don't know how to confront him.
How old is he?
He's 22.
Oh, God, I would understand if maybe he was like
he's finished.
13 or 14, but he's 22 looking at childbirth photos?
He's going to be a serial killer.
You think so?
Yeah.
How many raincoats does he own?
Excuse me?
How many raincoats does he own?
None, dude. I think he's a virgin.
Yeah. That's kind of a weird thing to be into at that age, that's for sure.
It's kind of weird.
Wow, I don't know what to tell you.
There's definitely, and let me go out on a limb by saying this. There's definitely some kind of mommy issue going on if you're sexually excited by pregnant women or anything having to do with the pregnancy. I think there's some kind of mommy issue where maybe you didn't get enough attention, you're looking for a motherly thing, and that's exciting you.
I think you're just into horror films.
or that. It's just...
guys.
All right, let's go to Brian in Wisconsin. Brian.
Yeah.
What's up, Brian? We hit a nerve this morning. The phones are never like this early. What's up, Brian?
Just want to share the information about the C-section I stand in on my wife there. Geez, when they cut her open, boy, if you ever got a deer, boy, it smelled just like that, and the whole room just smelled like guts.
Like guts?
God.
Yeah, rotten guts, man, if you ever got a deer, just like that. And then he pulled my son out there, and I had the video camera and everything right there. It's pretty cool when they come out, but that stench, boy, it's hard to get over that.
Was Sigourney Weaver standing over her with a pistol?
No, what we've been trying to do for many years.
That's a scene from Alien, right?
It totally is.
Comes coming right out, and then I'm supposed to have sex afterwards?
No, what we've been trying to do for many years, we want to play, like, audio of, the childbirth.
All these guys are talking about they have video cameras in there, and they're videotaping, so the audio's got to be on. We would love to hear some audio. From the delivery room.
From the delivery room, yeah.
We know you guys got videotape.
We've been trying to get this done for years because we know there's a lot of screaming and cursing going on.
Crying.
All that crap.
A lot of guys pass out.
Yeah.
Passing out.
A lot of guys see.
I'm not used to that. It's like, why would you? It's like going into battle and watching your buddy get his abdomen blown open by a hand grenade.
And not only that.
You'd be like, oh, my God.
And then going, oh, this is beautiful.
This is the first time, too.
Yeah, first time. You're not even a veteran of it.
Yeah, somebody's got like 5 kids. It's like that Barnes guy in Platoon.
Yeah. You want to know about childbirth? I'll tell you about childbirth.
Take the pain.
Take the pain.
So, hey, Bill, you read a book this week?
Did I? Yeah, I'm reading one right now.
Yeah, sure.
As we speak.
All right, Brian.
Yeah, look at you trying to get smarter.
You reader.
You dumb reader. Hey, it's Dwayne in Detroit. Dwayne, what's up?
Hey. Like he hasn't heard that 1,000 times.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
What's going on?
You tell us. Let's go.
Hey, I'm a father of 6, and Anthony's right there, let me tell you.
About the boobs changing?
Yeah, yep. And I've been in there all 6 times and probably never wanted to be in there any of the times, but my first time 23 years ago, we were in a birthing center, and you're in there drinking beer and smoking cigarettes, so it wasn't too bad that way.
Yeah, he's a seasoned vet now.
How old is your oldest there?
23.
So, after what kid did your wife lose her figure?
It'd be after the 6th.
She was fine up to the 6th birth?
Yep, yeah.
This guy just kept rolling the dice.
Wow, really?
Yeah, she had them all natural, too. Nothing, no C-sections or nothing.
Wow.
And you said the first kid you weren't even in the room for?
No, we were in there. It was at a birthing center, and you could bring beer in. We had our own fridge. Man, we were in there.
Bring beer in a card table, your friends.
Wait, in the same room that she was giving birth in?
Hey, you could have
in the same room that she was giving birth in?
What's that?
In the same room that you were giving birth in, could you be drinking?
Yes.
All right, because I don't know what a birthing center is. I've never heard that term before, so I don't know if it's like you're in the room with her, or it's a lounge where you go while she's doing all the heavy lifting.
He's playing Texas Hold'em
on her belly.
It's like a living room. You know, it's got a couch and had a bed in there, and TV.
And she's just screaming?
David Koresh.
Jesus. That doesn't sound like a lot of
That
fun.
sounds like a cult.
I was at the. It wasn't too bad. It was cheap. See, I didn't have insurance, man. It
Well,
was
that's what you want.
$1,200, you know?
Cheap. $1,200.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it even supervised, or is it just a hotel room?
No, you had a. No, I was at the hospital. You had a nurses. Well, it's like a midwife.
A midwife. What year is this? You just got to watch out for the bubonic plague. But, and a guy comes around with a cart if you lose your loved one and you throw him on the cart. A midwife.
Yeah, that's well, it was like I said.
Who would want to be a midwife?
Do you ever see? I've been through the papers a lot, and I never see help wanted midwife.
Sure. Where do you find these midwives?
No, they're around.
I know that job went the way of like the blacksmith.
Yeah, the village smithy or the cooper.
The good old Cooper.
The cooper. All right.
Hey, you guys are great. I'm just going to tell you, my kid turned me on to you guys. He's in Chicago, and I work midnight, so I get to catch you every morning.
Oh, how long have you been listening?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably about 6 months now.
Oh, wow. What do you like about the Opie and Anthony show?
I like the new.
I love that every time.
Though? Don't you want the guy?
I love that.
It's the Opie and Anthony show.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. ONA Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony show. The virus is spreading. Opie and Anthony!
Good morning. Thanks for checking us out today. It's the Opie and Anthony show. The phones are just lit right now. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. Let's say hi to Chuck in Ohio. Chuck, what's going on today?
Morning, boys. How you doing?
Hey,
all right, Chuck.
I happen to be in the hospital room. My wife gave birth to our daughter, and there was a point during the birth that she totally quit being human. I mean, she just went animal on us.
Oh.
If you saw that movie Total Recall, when they were laying out on the ground, that woman's face, that was my wife. Oh, dude, it was horrible, scary.
I think what sucks about this, no one really tells you about this before you go in there for the first time.
First timer.
Because the movies make it look so romantic.
Yeah.
Wrong.
And then you go in there and your wife turns into an animal like this guy is saying.
She does the stereotypical little screaming and insulting the husband, and then the baby comes out. They wipe it off for 2 seconds, and then it's like cuddling, and you're bent over your wife and new baby, and you're smiling, and it's beautiful.
In a nice little blankie.
Yeah, it's in its little blankie.
They don't tell you that your kid's head comes out and it's pointy and purple and
it's a cone-headed kid with all kinds of mucus and other stuff coming out everywhere.
And I'm not like trashing women. Obviously, you know. You can scream and yell and freak out. Obviously, I would think so. But I mean, do I have to be in there looking at that?
Yeah, why look at it?
Yeah.
Isn't it enough that I have to pay child support for the rest of my life? You got to add that nightmare to it.
That will never leave your mind.
Let's go to Jay, Wisconsin. Jay, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm a large animal vet up here in central Wisconsin, and I almost got a divorce before my son was even born because I absolutely refused to go in during the birth.
Yeah, you didn't want to go in there, and she insisted?
No, I mean, I deliver, calves on a daily basis. I know exactly what's going on. I wear gloves that tickle your ear, okay? I'm not going to be in there and see that with my wife. No way.
And it almost caused a divorce?
Yeah, I mean, she was lit. She's, well, you don't care. You don't even want the kid.
The thing about caring, it's like I care too much.
You were just trying to save your sex life.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's one of those things that no person should ever have to see. You should never have to see the insides of somebody you love.
You know what I'm saying? I love
Words
this guy
to live by, Lloyd.
That's a great point.
Man.
That's a great point right there.
When did that start? Like, as a kid, I know my dad wasn't in there. He was doing the Ricky Ricardo thing. Like
Ricky Ricardo.
He had the cigar thing. At what point was it the Oprah show? Which one of these horrific shows
decided,
just put that in women's head that, guys should be in there and see the miracle of birth.
They should share the moment. That way you're both in there, and And then the first guy that ruined it for everybody by going, okay, okay, I'll go in.
The strike breaker.
Yeah, the strike breaker. The scab that crossed the picket line.
That wrecked it for all.
And went in. Okay.
Yeah.
I've already had that argument with my girl. I'm just like, I'm not going to, like, she flipped out on me. And I'm not going to be in that. She goes, why not? I just think, because I'm not a doctor. There's no reason for me to be in there. And I'm going to get freaked out. And then afterwards, like, they always have, like, a big, and you still think I'm sexy? And you're going to be sitting there with, piece of linguine between you.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, you brought this up a couple times. Are you going to be a father, or are you just discussing?
No.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
See, it's that much of an issue where they're not even.
We
You're prepping.
We were watching something on TV.
Oh, okay, you got to explain. Because people on the instant feedback like, is Bill going to be a father?
Oh, no,
because you've mentioned it a couple times, like, this is going on. And you're negotiating.
You know what amazes me?
I watched it on TV.
So it brought up a discussion.
And I was just like, she was sitting there, and I just, threw it out there.
Okay.
Why does a guy have to be in there? And it was just like, what? She just looks at me like, what?
You know what amazes me? Take your car to any mechanic. There will be a line that you will not be allowed to cross. You can't hang over the hood and watch the guy work on your effing car. You got to stay in the waiting room while they do an oil change. Or you can't just walk out. They got the yellow lines that, stay out of here. We're doing work.
You can't even watch the guy make your taco at Taco Bell.
Right.
Are you kidding?
You're not going to go around back and go, hey, wait
a minute.
You mind if I put some beans in that burrito with you?
You know what's funny about that? I hate going to that Subway restaurant. I hate watching people handle my food. It's disgusting. You just see the person. The worst is like when they sit there and they have like the gloves.
They got the gloves, but
they do the wipe the side of their nose with the back of their hand. They're like, well, what kind of sub do you want? It's just like
that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I'm out.
Do it all in the back with the rats and the roaches where I don't have to see it.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to Mike in.
I'm not looking.
Dirty mop in the corner.
Yeah, Mike in Jersey. What's up?
Hey. I've actually been through 4 of these, but the first one was natural. And it came out stillborn, so it was all of that build up for this piece of purple that came flying out of my mouth.
Oh my God! Damn, dude.
People haven't even had their morning coffee yet.
6:34.
Well, I've been up for 4 hours.
All right. Well, was everyone expecting this? Was this unexpected?
Well, we found out like 2 hours before that it was going to be.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
so you still had to be in there?
Yeah, what the hell are you doing in there?
Yeah, I'm kind of pee-whipped, so she kind of made me. I didn't really want to be, but I kind of had to. And the other two were C-sections, which are actually pretty cool until the last one when she threw up on me. That was
see, this is not what happens in the movies.
No.
Yeah, a lot of love.
All right, sir.
Wow.
Thank you. Let's go to Joe in Albany. Joe, what's up?
Hey, last night I was talking to my wife. She had a baby September 11th, and I was saying, all you do these days is lactate and sleep.
Just lactates and sleeps?
That's it.
Great.
Our sex life is almost non-existent, but hey,
But you got a beautiful kid that's going to hate you for most of its life.
That. Go ahead.
Sorry. I'm just saying, I don't have any problem with like that after part. You got the kid and everything. I'm not like that level of a jerk, but I'm just saying like that whole process. I don't want to be in there for that.
I think that's definitely normal. All right, let's go to Kyle in Jersey. Kyle, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
My wife and I did hypnobirthing.
What is hypnobirthing?
The woman goes into like a meditative state. It was absolutely unbelievable. No pain at all.
Really?
Easy for me to say, right?
They hypnotize her and then she has a baby.
Guy with a stopwatch, how did he hypnotize her?
Well, that's the thing. Like hypnotizing, you don't get hypnotized. You do it to yourself. You put yourself into that state.
Oh yeah.
She was in labor for like 27 hours. No pain at all.
27 hours.
Hey, Adam from Massachusetts. We're going really fast today. Thank you, Kyle. Adam on the instant feedback. It's like sausage. You don't want to know how it's made, but damn, is it good.
Yeah, there's a lot of little things going on in sausage.
Hey, here's something they don't show you in the movies. Jeff, go ahead.
Hey. When my wife was giving labor to my daughter, I don't know if you guys know it or not, but when the woman gives labor, she normally craps on the table.
a little bit came out, and I was kind of, holy shit. And I was like,
oh boy, all over the place.
Now you're just...
Al, don't worry, Al.
That wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was afterwards when she gave birth to the placenta. That was a murder scene. That was all over. It came right out, slid right out, all over, blood everywhere. That was bad.
St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah, so you have to be there for that.
Machine Gun Kelly face down in the corner.
I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I couldn't look at it.
Why don't they show this in movies? I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. But
all right, thank you, sir.
You guys. Thanks.
Well, yeah, because then they have to deliver that.
Yeah.
Like the baby comes out, and in the movies, like you said, they always show it. It's very romantic and this. But then what about the placenta's got to make its way out, and then
what about the doctor who just that's his job every day. He just looks at that nightmare, and I wonder if like
he's numb.
Well, yeah, when he walks down, he looks at a hot chick. He just thinks that sound effect he just it just ruins it for him.
By the way, that guy, because he got dumped out, because the woman's pushing. There's other things that may
other bodily functions happen. Yeah,
defecation.
Right.
All right. Let's go to Chris on Long Island. Chris, what's up?
What's up, man? How you doing today?
All right.
Yeah, my wife, we got 4, and she's actually having her 5th right now. But the first one, they had to do the episiotomy.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about being a man after that?
What is that?
They got to cut her from, the bottom part of her gimmick to the top part of the other gimmick. Go in there after that one. The top one.
Yeah,
they knock out a wall. They put an addition onto the house.
They knock out a wall. We're going to open up the room. It's going to look so
turn
nice.
The garage into a second bedroom.
Childbirth just proves that women are much tougher than guys. Can you imagine? We wouldn't be able to handle this.
Oh, God. Thank you, E-Rock. Look.
Wow. Thank you, YouTube. Whoa. Hey. Hello, fella.
How did that huge kid head come out of there?
God.
Look at that. Look at that.
Hey.
Look.
I'm not even going to look.
Oh, God. It's not even human.
Wow. They can show that on YouTube? All right. Pop in childbirth in the YouTube search engine.
That is absolutely something out of a science fiction.
Oh, my God.
That's science fiction. Oh, no. Oh, God, you got to be kidding me. There's the placenta.
Oh, my God.
I swear to God, the doctor should literally be wearing that Jason mask from Friday the 13th.
Oh, my God.
I can't look at that.
No.
I can't look at it. I can't look at it.
Oh, God. He just pulled like a ribeye out of there.
Dude, you know what would be funny if you were the dad and you actually reacted like that? You were in there going, oh, my God! Oh!
I'm sure they do.
Hey, man, we learn half our crap from movies, and they're doing something wrong.
That could have gone right on the grill as a London broil. That was disgusting.
That looked like something, like those quick little dirty Chinese restaurant with the filthy bike in the corner. You don't even know what you ordered. One of those
what is it? Yeah.
Pork strips or something.
Yeah, what the hell is it?
Let's go to New Hampshire. Brian?
Oh.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Brian.
I went through 3 unnatural childbirths with my wife, and the visual part isn't that bad, but the smell is something you'll never get used to. It's unbelievable.
See, I've never heard of this part of it, but now guys are chiming in saying that you get this smell. And I would think, internal organs and stuff, you're going to smell it.
Yeah, it's not pretty inside.
And do you hear the whole monotone death of all emotions that this guy has?
I'm a beaten man.
Yeah.
It's wrong. It's wrong in every level. All kinds of liquids and solids come out, and you wouldn't believe what they smell like.
Ugh.
That smell.
Oh, thank you, sir. God, people are loving this subject. Tony in New York, what's up?
What's up, boys?
Boys. What's up, Tony?
The same thing with episiotomy, the caller that called in before.
Yeah, just try to be careful. So far, we're doing a really good job with this today.
I've been on hold for a while. It's the same thing. They cut it.
Yeah.
And then,
they take out the wall. Let's just put it that was perfect, Bill.
It's about the wall, and if there's an old joke where the guy says, throw an extra stitch in for me to tighten it up a little bit. But But the guy called before about hypnotizing. After you have a few kids, maybe they can hypnotize your wife to love your hog again. Punch it out, boys.
All right, let's go to Jared in Boston. Almost done here. Jared, what's up?
Hello. My wife, second time around, she had a C-section. My daughter was screaming before she was all the way out. It looked like a scene out of Aliens. It was hysterical.
Oh, man. The little thing screaming. And then it ran across the table.
Your wife has that starfish thing sitting on her face.
Hey, let's go to Chris. Not one woman calling today.
I know. I wish some woman would call in and justify why.
No, they're staying away.
I think the women are sitting back giggling pretty good right now. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, that meditation state is morphine. Anyway.
Morphine?
Yeah.
Our third kid came out 10 pounds, 10.5 inches, 28.5 pounds. After that monster came out of that.
Wait, your kid? Hold on. Your kid was 28 pounds.
The record's like 15.
He was 28 pounds.
No, I've never heard of that.
It's not.
Your kid could not be 28 pounds.
Look up world record baby weight.
Are we talking to the world record baby?
I know. It comes out, it's already wearing like Kevin Garnett high tops.
He came out.
Already got a contract to the NBA.
He came out like he was 6 months old.
28 pounds.
To God.
Did you hold it up like you won a fishing contest?
Dude, we're looking at a big we're looking at the record at 14.5 pounds.
He was born in Jacksonville, Florida.
28 pounds when he was born.
But dude, we're looking at like the record.
We're looking at the record babies. And the 14.5 pound baby is a monster.
It's the big Chinese guy from Bloodsport.
Ridiculous.
You're talking double that size.
Yeah, your math is wrong.
Yeah, I think your math is a little off.
All right, boys.
I understand it was a big baby, but 28 pounds is safe to say impossible.
Yeah, did she have triplets?
Huh?
Did she have triplets?
Yeah, then I could
joined
say.
at the head, then I guess technically they were 28 pounds.
Coming out like sausage links.
All right, boys.
All right, man.
The worst part was when the midwife came over.
Yeah.
And she pulls the boy out. They get him over on the table, and she goes to put the basket down to catch the placenta. She put the basket in the wrong spot. Hits the ground. God-awful smell. God-awful sound.
Wait.
I almost lost.
Wait, there's catching involved?
Yeah, they've got to catch the placenta down at the bottom of the bed.
Does everyone put on, like, catchers masks and stuff?
I'm just picturing something that looks like a liver.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, here's your liver. Walk.
Well, we got a girl. She's brave enough to call.
Oh, good.
Sarah in Boston. Sarah.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Hi, Sarah.
You guys were talking about midwives?
Yeah.
A midwife is not something that's old. The midwives still exist today.
I said it sounds like something out of the Dark Ages.
Right,
Midwife.
Do you think a guy should be in the birthing room?
Damn right.
Why?
They don't make it. Because they don't make it.
So what? We didn't create women that you guys have to go through that. You should be mad at God. Don't be mad at me.
Yeah, you know.
You wanted it too, man.
But see, I think the guy's motive is that they're trying to, save the sexiness and save the sex life.
Yeah, believe me, it's for you.
It's for both.
If we have to go through it, you should have to be there.
Why?
Oh, God.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, women's whole focus in life is to make us have less fun.
Yeah, we have to be miserable because we have to go through this, so should you.
Because God made you that way that I have to stand there too.
Yeah.
That's right.
Whose idea was it to have the kid? It's always the females.
Probably.
Just about.
No, bullshit.
Huh?
Oh, boy.
We're getting a lot of dumping.
See the vibe I get with females?
Yeah, why are you cursing?
Have a way with these girls there,
have a way
Billy.
with these broads out there.
These broads.
Sarah, why are you cursing? You're a feminist or what? What's up?
No.
No. Well, don't you think that maybe you should decide as a couple or what?
Well, most people do.
You really think that every guy should be in there, in the delivery room?
Yeah, I do.
Are you hearing these horrific stories? It's changed these guys' lives. They don't want to have sex with them anymore. They don't find them sexy.
And to be honest, it's not a joint decision. It's a demand that you're going to make, and that's why the guy goes in there. No, I guess there's guys out there that want to see it. I guess there are people, but
it's got to be a minority,
which is fine.
Yeah.
But like, I don't understand why if you don't want to be in there as a guy, it's like I don't want to see a small human.
The problem is you can't really
love canal.
The problem is you really can't negotiate.
No.
Well, you
really can't.
No.
Good negotiating is when you get two things going at each other.
Yeah, and then you make a decision based on that.
Yeah, somebody's not screaming BS at you.
Right. Yeah.
Sounding like the Israelis and Palestinians.
I have to go through this. And she's pregnant, and the emotions are running, and you're just going to go, okay, I'll be in there.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, isn't it enough that I'm paying for the whole hospital bill?
Don from Buffalo makes a good point, that she was saying that the girls have to go through it, so the guy should be in there. But Don from Buffalo on line 3. He makes a valid point.
All right.
Don?
Yeah, hey, what do we think about women coming in and holding our hands while we have our prostate exam?
There you go. If we have to go through that,
I bet you.
How about the ladies come in and join us?
I bet you women. I bet you women. I'm gonna just guess laugh at the prostate exam.
Totally.
They just
but
completely
you know what's funny,
laugh at it.
They'll never look at you the same again.
Right. See?
I made those polyps. You should be there to support me.
Thank you, Don. I don't think I'm going out on a limb, but I think the average woman laughs at the prostate exam.
There's nothing...
Because we talk about that on the show, too. Like, you know, it's horrific and all that, and women are like, whatever.
Plus, I've been trying to think of a scenario that you'd make a woman go... And there's nothing that can top childbirth.
No, because it's just so full of blood, guts, screaming. It's war. It's like war. It's the same thing you hear. Blood, guts, screaming, and then you leave a different person than you came in to it. That's warfare. It's friggin' shell shock.
Exactly, and you're sitting there just staring out at the backyard for the next 9 months.
Oh, my God.
You're back.
Smoking a cigarette, just... Oh, Jesus
Honey,
Christ.
Would you like a Pop-Tart? Have like a flashback.
You got another son, he's just sitting there asking you, what did you see in there? Don't ask me about it, son.
She never talks about it.
Yeah, never talks about it. It was
hopefully you'll never
horrible.
Have to find out.
Yeah. I did it, so someday you won't have to. Boy. It is. It's the same thing as war. You're seeing somebody you care about being ripped apart with blood.
That's a good trade-off. Like, guys have to see action in war.
Yeah.
And, you have to give birth.
You have to give birth. There, that's how the world works.
But then again, if you're not a veteran, then you have to go in.
Yeah.
All right, really fast.
You worked at the motor pool.
Yeah. Really fast. The Guinness Book of World Records says the heaviest baby ever was born to Anna Bates of Canada in 1879. It weighed 23 pounds. And that guy swears his was 28.
And that was what year?
1879.
1879, so he broke the record from 1879, but no one knows about it.
Yeah, let's go to Kara from Connecticut.
Liar.
Kara.
Hi there, guys. I've never met a friend of mine who feels this way, but I've been mystified about this my whole life. Why a woman would want their husband in there to feed them and what they go through, and everything that's been mentioned here on the radio is true. The smells, the visual effects that give you a lasting imprint, it's never going to go away. Why do you want your man to see you this way when it'll taint his image of you sexually for your whole life?
See, Kara's cool, because, don't you want to save your sex life as well?
Absolutely you do. The childbirth...
You never want your significant other to have something on you. Like, I've seen your insides, I've smelled what you could produce, I've seen,
Yeah.
These are the same girls that didn't want you to see them without makeup on for a while when you first hooked up with them. What the hell? No. Jesus.
Or they're phantom poopers.
Yeah.
Your girl's a phantom pooper, but...
I never see her go. But
yeah, I don't know, but when she delivers a kid, you have to be in there and see everything.
Now you have to completely ruin it.
That's funny.
They want, emotional support, but why can't they just wear, an earpiece? And I can talk, in a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, how's it going?
Like they're calling in an airstrike.
Going good, baby? Yeah, roger that. We're dilating, and we should have baby at, I think, 0300. Roger that. We'll be standing by.
2 clicks to the left. 2 clicks.
Yeah.
I'm a married female, and I have 2 kids now, but my brother told me years ago, which I didn't need to be told anyway, that no matter what a guy tells you, it's not going to go away. They're going to see this in their mind, and it's going to be in the background. It doesn't mean it changes his feelings for you. It doesn't mean that you can't have a physical relationship, but it's always there, and it's somehow his vision of you sexually tainted.
Post-traumatic stress.
That explains that numbed look on a married guy's face as they're walking through the mall,
Oh, that
He's
look.
excited.
The 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah. Just walking through.
He's just looking like holding her hand and... I saw it. I saw her inside. It was terrible.
There was stuff coming out of everywhere.
It was. He passes by Victoria's Secrets and just goes, no need to go in there.
Right.
There's no need to even go in there.
He gags when he sees a thong.
Oh, he passes by a pea pod, one of those maternity places, and just starts shaking. That's what she was wearing. Oh, Jesus Christ, help me.
All right, crotchless panties. He pictures a head
coming through him.
Hey, Kara, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm with you guys.
God bless Kara. Wow, that was a good topic right there.
I mean, when you've seen the lower half of your loved one look like the elevated doors in The Shining, it's going to affect you.
The best line is they don't want us to see him without makeup.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
But drag you in for this one. What a mess.
And they don't want you to think that they actually poop.
Yeah.
But that's okay. God, is that funny.
Well.
By the way, it's Bill Burr.
Yeah, of course.
All right, maybe the new listeners don't know. Bill Burr in studio today. You promoting anything, Bill?
Yes, I'm at Caroline's next week in New York City, March 22nd through the 25th.
Times Square, crossroads of the world.
Oh, yeah. Yes, exactly.
The most important place ever.
There's a big M&M store competing against the Hershey Kiss store at the crossroads of the world.
I saw that, yeah. They're across the street from each other.
That's hysterical.
Gotta admit, I love M&Ms, but I'll just go to a deli.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to the store.
I don't need to make my own.
Yeah.
You make your own at that place.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, they have every color ever invented now.
Wow.
And you make your own.
The M&M store.
So if you have a favorite sports team, you take the colors of your sports team and put them in your little bag.
I assume you could open up any store in Times Square, and just the sheer volume of people you're going to do business.
And if it involves becoming fatter,
right?
Because that's like the tourist.
Oh yeah, big fat tourists just coming in.
I saw a thing. This guy
loading up on fried stuff.
He was like one of these guys. He was so big that he couldn't get out of his house. And when you get to that level, it's like you literally are inventing new ways to get fat. Like they combine stuff.
Yeah, you can't just eat what's out there. You have to experiment.
Yeah,
like a
you're
scientist.
melting ice cream and then putting almond joys in it. That's what that Stone Cold, the Cold Stone Creamery, whatever it is. I went in there one time. It was the most disgusting thing. It's like, do you want some chocolate chips? And then I go, yeah, okay. And the dude literally takes a whole bag. It was like eating grape nuts in ice cream with a whole bag of sugar. It was too much. I
don't need that.
Yeah.
It's hoping for a sprinkling.
Yeah,
exactly.
Just a little taste.
It's like how they don't know how to make pizza now. It was always supposed to be the tomato sauce and then the cheese adds the flavor and then what is it, Pizza Hut, a Domino's? They've gone insane with it.
Yeah.
You put cheese in the
Meat Lovers cheese crust pizza it's just loaded. It's 8 inches of pizza. You just want cheese. I like
within
the regular
crust, on the crust, on the bottom of the crust,
sauce and some cheese on there.
Take it down a few.
All right, pizza was fine. No one was complaining. Pizza sucks.
Yeah, why did you have to make pizza better? It was fine. The original recipe was just fine.
I want my bowels to lock after.
It just shows you that we're just never satisfied as humans. How do you sit there and go, we got to make pizza better?
We figured a way to inject cheese into that rolled part of the crust.
Right.
We finally figured out. Our scientists worked years.
Because you hit the saturation point. And if you don't figure out a new way to hook it up, you're going to go the way of rollerblades. Remember rollerblades? They were $180 at the height of them.
Right.
Everybody had them. Then all of a sudden everybody just had them. You're not going to keep buying more, and then they just, all of a sudden, they're $30 at MVP Sports.
Yeah, so you have to kick it up by putting cheese in the crust and stacking meat on it.
All right, listen, we got to take a break. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Hey, let's not forget about MacBook Karaoke. It's coming soon to the Opie and Anthony Show. Right now, you have to go to 923freefm.com for details. I guess at this point, you just got to sing your songs and send them in, and then we'll start giving away MacBooks. Sleek and sexy. You can create everything from music, movies, greeting cards, podcasts, websites, and more. Head to the Apple Store or apple.com to check it out. All right?
Absolutely.
Details at 923freefm.com. 923freefm.com. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Greetings.
Well, now we got the women calling. We're trying to move on to other things today, but...
Get some female points of view, I guess.
You wanna? All right.
Yeah, why not a couple?
We got Jay, a girl in Philly, listening on WYSP. Jay, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
You insist that the father needs to be in the delivery room.
Well, yes, because, it's more about supporting your wife or girlfriend. It's not about watching. It's not, and I understand that. I completely understand where you're coming from, but, nowadays, you don't have to watch. You can tell, the medical staff that you would rather just be, more out of that than involved in that.
So you're up by her head, just kind of like patting her head?
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
You're 3 feet away?
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it either.
Can I wear a gas mask while I'm in there?
Yeah, because I hear it smells.
I understand what you're saying, but
And can we have a big, huge sheet that separates
yeah.
It's more important. You know what
myself
else
from
too?
ground zero?
I know what you're saying, and I understand, but, and as far as the sex thing goes, it's up to the woman to, make things right afterwards. We have better sex now than we did before I ever had a baby.
But you know what? I learned a lot today. I mean, about the smells and other stuff that comes popping out
That
of
I didn't even think of.
from other places on the woman, and then you're seeing the inside of your loved one. I don't know. I think that somehow affects you, like going to war, like Anthony said.
Yep.
I know, I understand how it can affect it, but I've made my husband forget. That's the way I feel. We have better sex now than we ever did before I had my daughter.
Forget.
This girl's a trooper. I like that. I made my husband forget.
You
know what? That's a great title for a book you should write.
And we do it a lot. And you know what? It wasn't like that before I had my daughter. It just made me so much more aware of how important that is in our relationship.
See, but Jay, you're more reasonable. That other woman, I forgot her name already. I think it was Sarah from Boston. She's like, no, he has to and should be in there.
I gotta go through it. You gotta go through it.
I think you got to discuss this ahead of time, because it could really affect your sex life and other things as you move forward.
I got to admit,
I understand that. But it's, and it depends on the person. But, and I'm not saying you need to force anybody either, but I think a father, that is you're having a child together,
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like the guy's not going to be there, so, going to work and doing what he does.
It's about supporting your loved one. I mean, we're going through it. You're going through it.
Yeah, he's back in a couple of minutes. The second, the action starts, he slips out. And then the baby comes out, and then he's back in the room, and everything's fine and dandy. He just wasn't there for that part.
I got to admit, this girl might be able to talk me into it because she's reasonable. As long as somebody's reasonable, and she's, I'll make it better afterwards, she might be able to do it.
And I think that's all guys want is for you to be reasonable and discuss this like a human being instead of like, no, if I'm giving birth, you're going to be in there.
You make a couple trips to the adult store and get some nice lingerie, and he forgets all about it, trust me.
Right on.
She keeps talking about making him forget all about it. Something tells me all bets are off if she had a baby out of her mouth.
It's like Men in Black. They hold that thing up, and
that's what you need, the boom. That's just that bright light in your eyes.
I mean, I'm sure he thinks about it from time to time. It's going to happen, but, there's ways to get past that, and that's what, that's part of being together and having a child and working through, and having a relationship. It's all part of it.
All right.
There's times he's going to think about it. Like, could you see him trying to perform, like, on her? You know what I mean? Like, take care of and just give her some pleasure.
Go down to the village.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Just take care of her in a certain way, and all of a sudden he's getting those like twitches and flashbacks, like Josie Wales watching his family get killed.
Well, go watch then.
Just
don't
for
watch.
a few seconds,
it's really that simple.
he's out of the moment.
You have a choice. It's
Yeah, but
you don't have a choice.
Yeah, but if you're standing 2 feet away from it, it's like it's like if someone was getting murdered. But yeah, just look away.
Yeah,
I'll be over here.
Yeah, sometimes you have to look.
Share with the people at the hospital that you don't want to see it, and and share it with your wife. I'd really rather not see it. And if you're as long as you're there holding her hand, she will understand.
Yeah, but Bill brings up a good point. It's just a few feet away. It's like, look at people. They rubberneck car accidents.
Yeah.
If something's going on, you might, inadvertently not be able to resist the temptation to take a peek at the wreck.
With that,
that's 3 feet away.
Hold on. With that said, Henry from Manhattan on the instant feedback.
Henry.
BS. I was up at her shoulders, and I still saw the placenta blow like a fire hose. I yacked.
Listen, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. You know what happens, and I understand that. I'm not disputing that, but all I'm saying is it's so much more important, I think, just to be there and to
I think women should have to give birth in the middle of a car wash.
Oh, so everything's nice and squeaky clean?
No, I got just blasting all sorts of air and suds and water.
And there's those
air fresheners
hanging around.
There's those strips of foam that go back and forth on her. Wipe her
Your
off.
woman's going to resent you for not being there.
As soon as she starts dilating, man, start up the car wash.
Well,
just keep cleaning and buffing and
a couple of Mexicans with a vacuum.
Right.
She just said a woman will resent you if you're not there. What about the fact that the guy's going to go to work, earn money, and support the baby? Doesn't that count for anything?
I went to work 2 months after I had my daughter, and I worked right up until the week that I had her.
Jeez.
Okay.
What'd your husband do?
I
Nothing?
mean, you guys,
yeah, but it's not our fault. God made you
do this, and then breastfeed and all that stuff. And on that topic, I never did that.
No, I like her actually. I do like her.
And every woman now is working, so
all right, we get it.
Like that's
all right,
and it's
oh my God,
that's what see what I'm saying.
All right, now I don't like her.
All right, we get you, Helen Reddy. Jesus,
Jay.
Clara Lemwick.
I'm just telling you like it is, guys. That's all.
You sang one song too many off the new album.
Yeah, but this is the thing. This is the thing, though. What about
you went too far.
If we get a divorce, I mean, I'm going to be sleeping on a futon for the rest of my life because of that kid, and you're going to be still in the house. What about that?
Well,
yeah.
I have a stepson. I know what it's like to have to deal with the mom, and that's
All
just life, you know?
She knows everything.
That's just life that was not a good point.
You got every situation.
Yeah, I can't imagine that where you have like some connection to your ex and you have to deal with that for the rest of your life. Ugh.
Another nightmare.
Awful.
All right, Jay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Guys.
Well,
take care.
John
sold it.
John Hughes is just bored. Oh, John Hughes in Vancouver, just bored.
Why would your cousin from
God.
Canada be here
Please
bored?
make this the last caller. This childbirth bit is boring as hell. Really. I've never seen the phones ring harder.
Go out and have sex with a moose, you Canuck. Not that I don't love all the rest of our Canadian listeners. Hi, Canada. Our neighbors to the north.
Yeah, I bet most of them have never even seen a moose.
Yeah, I
Some
know.
of those stereotypes.
Some of those stereotypes.
A moose. Heather in Pennsylvania, what's up?
Hey guys, I was trying to email you this morning, but your inbox is full. Listen, my husband...
Oh, can I tell you something? We have inboxes, I guess, email accounts on opieandanthony.com. I could honestly tell you I haven't checked that in 2.5 years.
Yeah. It's been years.
It's been years. I don't even know why it's still up there.
I tried.
It's been the mailbox has been full for years, and the problem was I used to answer all my email.
Yep.
I used to really love doing that. But the spam just completely took over.
And don't talk about spam filters. They don't work on this.
No, it just destroyed that email account. We got to get new ones and maybe start interacting a little more with you guys. But go ahead, Heather.
I wanted to let you guys know, I know all those women out there want their husbands in the birthing room with them. God bless their hearts. But men are just generally wusses. Give them an out, ladies. They don't want to be there. And no, you don't have to be resentful after the fact. I had 2 kids with my mother in the room. My mother, God bless her heart, thought to ask the doctor for an extra stitch when they sewed me back up. So that my husband didn't have to.
You think that's hack for the doctors at this point? Like,
yeah, but I don't
not
think
the stitch
not
joke.
the stitch joke.
I don't think you're being a wuss because you don't want to see a human come out of your woman. It's more like it's a sex thing, sweetie.
I didn't want to look. My mom said, "Look, here comes his head." I went,
Well, did you listen to what my point was? Does anybody listen anymore? You said that guys are wusses because they don't want to go in there. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just talking visually, sexually. I don't want to be in there because I don't want to watch that alien coming out of you.
Guys go to war.
Right on.
How could that be, a wuss? And to tell you the truth,
a mouse runs across the floor. You guys are up on the fridge. I got to go kill it.
I wouldn't mind watching that like from one of those little observation things in an operation room if it was someone I had no idea who they were.
Right.
Just as the freak show factor of watching an actual alien pop out of a human being.
Here's the deal.
But if somebody you care about like that, no.
That part of the woman is like nirvana. You look at it and you think, this part could do no wrong. This is the only thing in my life that does no wrong. I get just a wonderful feeling every single time, and then you ruin it by going and watching some massive thing, come out of it.
Though. The sex is better after. It is better.
That's such a general statement.
yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, they're right. Because did you do this survey?
Yeah.
This is what you want. You want it to be that.
All right.
No, it is. It feels different. It is better.
All right. Thank you, Heather. Let's go to
Yeah, she's
Selena.
speaking for us. What about the guy? How do you know what the
Sex
guy's
better for him?
Well, she was agreeing, though, Bill.
Am I that much of a jerk that I actually, when people agree with me, I'm still arguing with them? I got issues, man.
Selena, what's up in Jersey?
Hey, first of all, I want to say I saw Bill Burr at the Philly show at the Virus last year.
Yeah.
Awesome job, Bill. Thank you.
Legend.
And I just
One of the greatest performances of all time in comedy right there. And you guys saw it in Philly.
Funny. When he blasted everyone in Philly, too funny. But I was watching this freak show on TV where in the UK, this woman had a baby, saved the placenta, invited all her friends and family over, and fried it up like a ribeye and served it to everyone.
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone that she invited over, and they ate it like cannibals.
Yeah, what's the deal with eating the placenta? This does happen.
Disgusting.
What?
I don't want
Some
to see
people,
that, let alone eat it.
maybe we get an expert. No.
Pygmies.
People in America will eat the placenta. They will bring it home, and they will cook it, and they will eat a piece because it's good luck or something.
Good luck.
Something's going on.
I'll take a rabbit's foot.
That sounds like a ritual.
On a keychain.
Yeah.
A horseshoe.
That's right, a horseshoe over the door.
All right, let's go speed round, and then we're going to move on to other things. Dave in Smithtown, what's up? Speed round. Let's go.
Hey, good morning, guys. Just a real quick story. On the opposite spectrum, gallbladder. The doctor was giving me a catheter to fill it up, check it out, make sure I didn't have any stones. The wife can stay in the room if she wants. She basically ditched me. Here's a piece of wood. Bite down hard. You're on your own. So it's the opposite spectrum of that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
They don't want to see that. No reason they should.
I wouldn't want my wife to...
No. See you going through that. No.
Let's go to Tamara in Detroit.
Yeah.
Tamara, what's up?
Hi, I just started listening to you guys last week. You're absolutely hilarious.
No one cares.
Dude, Tamara.
I know you don't, but I do.
No, we actually care a lot, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's the funny part about that bit. Go ahead, Tamara.
I just wanted to say, don't go in there. My husband was in there. I tore in 3 different spots. He did not want to have sex with me for like 4 months.
You tore?
One in my lip, one all the way down from there to my butthole. And
she split her
in
taint.
another spot, and it hurt bad. He did not want to touch me for months. It was absolutely horrible. Stay out and just enjoy your child after.
It's like a concussion wound she got, like blast wounds.
I mean, mind you, our sex life is fine now, but don't go in.
All right, thank you. Hey, we got Richard, sex after birth sucks, and then we got Tammy in Jersey, sex is way better after birth. So opposite points of view on the phone at the same time. What's up, Tammy?
Hi. How you doing, guys?
Good. You're on with Richard from Florida. He says sex after birth sucks. You say it's way better.
I'll tell you why. It's better for my husband because he came in the room while I had a C-section, and I know he saw way more than he ever wanted to, and I've spent the last year and a half trying to make it up for him, letting him do things that I never would have let him do. Childbirth.
Hey, there you go.
All right. See, she's got to make up for it by...
There's an angle we didn't think of.
I mean, honestly, he's gotten a lot of things that he never got prior to.
Oh, we know what you mean by a lot of things.
We know what you're talking about.
We speak the language.
That Zeppelin album, In Through the Outdoors.
Yeah, that was a great album.
And Richard.
I don't know why you'd bring up music at the point like that, but it's a good album.
Always been a fan.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard, sex is, it sucks after birth.
Yeah, man, it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
That old gag.
Wow.
Okay, terrific.
I think that officially ended the topic.
Yeah.
Yep, we have our official end.
Way to go, Richard.
Richard from Florida.
Richard from Florida ended the topic.
Ended it with one of the hackiest lines ever.
We all were thinking the joke that we've heard since we were in, 5th grade?
Didn't Bob Hope do that when he hosted
Hey, I got to tell you, though, veterans. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Wow. Hey, Doc.
You got to be holding a putter when you do that.
Yeah, I got my putter. It's like throwing a putter down a hallway, right, Charo? You got Charo coming out soon.
Like putting my golf ball through a hula hoop.
We don't want to look at that.
Hey, Doc.
Looks like Fidel Castro eating a London broil. Wow. Hey, let's bring Barbie Benton out.
Captain and Tennille are up next. Tony Orlando.
Hey, put an extra stitch in for me, would you?
And Margaret. Up next.
And Margaret coming out. She's going to sing for the GIs. Wow.
All right, Tammy, thank you.
Throwing a hot dog.
Bye, guys.
Bye. He did not go there.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, well.
He ruined it.
All right. Well, thanks, Richard.
That was good breakfast conversation.
Yeah, I think so.
I like how we open up the show with good material to sit and eat breakfast, too. Nice runny eggs.
And then we end it with a tribute to stand-up comedy
right.
in the 1930s.
Hey, after the break,
it's like driving a Studebaker
into the Lincoln Tunnel. Is that even built yet? I don't know.
Listen, we got to take a break. We're real late. Brad Delp, the lead singer of Bosson, died, and no one cares. Which amazes me because he was unbelievable.
A lot of mystery. We didn't know how he died.
Well, the Boston Herald is telling everyone how Brad Delp died, and it's he killed himself, and you're going to find out how next.
Oh, a little odd.
A little different than how. Let's just put it this way: he didn't do a Richard Jenny.
No.
He got a little creative with his own death.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you next. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus is spreading. Get infected.
All right, moving on. With the Opie and Anthony Show. So Brad Delp, it turns out, committed suicide. Lead singer of Boston. We got to meet him a couple times over the years. He was such a great guy, a really nice, down-to-earth guy.
Yeah,
Had no real attitude.
You see that recent picture of him, though?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a little odd.
He looked a little different than when we saw him back
a lot
in the
different.
day.
He looked like a homeless guy.
Kind of looked like Aquaman. You know, Jethro Tull cover, Jesus.
Oh,
Aqualung, Jesus, yeah.
I was like, Aquaman?
I know.
How could it be Aquaman?
I know I'm saying it different ways, going, wait a minute, this still doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Hey, it's early.
Either that or he had kind of a Rob Zombie look to him.
Yeah, he had a little Rob Zombie in him as well. Well, the Boston Herald is reporting that he committed suicide. And he did it this way. Brad Delp lit 2 charcoal grills in the bathroom adjacent to his master bedroom.
Okay.
What a way to go. And committed suicide, you know.
Carbon monoxide.
Poisoning or whatever, right?
Yeah. It's like running your car, you know, kind of a thing.
What he did with
barbecues.
Charcoal grills.
A couple of Webers in there.
You have to roll them into your house?
Yeah, you really got to think that out. It's like, yeah, let me get the lighter fluid. Oh, damn, the coals won't start.
And then what, he just laid down in bed and closed all the doors and windows and just...
Yeah, you wait for it to fill up with toxic gas, I guess.
That is a little weird, right? I guess you're not thinking straight if you're going to, you know, kill yourself. But still.
What kind of smoke? Is that like black smoke? Or is it just sort of a clear?
I think it's probably clear. You don't get black smoke. You don't get black smoke from a barbecue.
Hey, when I do it, you do.
Because this happens all the time with in the winter. Usually see it some low-income housing project. Some idiot decides to keep his kids warm with a hibachi and brings it into the bedroom and closes the windows, and you know the family dies.
Yeah,
people don't understand that. You know, burning something is going to give off gases and eat up the oxygen in the room.
I'm an idiot. I do that.
You would do that.
I've taken no science classes in my life. It's like a log, but it's cleaner. It's got wheels.
It's like a log. Why do you think you have a chimney in your fireplace? Even a log will kill you.
I live in a place.
You know what? I honestly never knew that. I just thought you didn't want your furniture to smell.
Getting all soot.
Like sooty.
So that's coming out today.
God, what a dope I am. I'm not even joking. I had no idea.
Yeah, that'll kill you.
Hey, Patrice's worst nightmare happened last night on American Idol.
Is it his worst nightmare, or is it
I don't know.
just in the back of his head, maybe he's happy?
Do we have to wake him up again? Can we call Patrice real fast? Bill Burr, are you watching American Idol?
No. No, not at all.
We take a peek because I guess we have to kind of be, up on all this stuff. And Sanjaya did not get kicked off last night.
Nope.
The little Indian dude.
He made it at least another week.
A little feminine Indian dude. Yeah, he has no business being on the show anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he should have got kicked off a couple weeks ago, easily.
He's really a bad singer.
But they keep voting for him. America keeps voting for this kid. They can't get enough of this guy.
I think the young girls like him because they don't understand homosexuality.
And Patrice is bothered. Patrice came in here last Friday to sit in for Jim Norton, walks into the office real early, still sleepy eyes, and goes, I need Sanjaya to get kicked off American Idol so the healing could begin. Because he's feeling things he doesn't want to feel because of this kid.
He finds him so beautiful that he said that if you just walked like arm in arm with him and your friends saw you, they wouldn't think you were gay. Because he's just, you want to take him to the movies, you want to cuddle with him. So Patrice is just taken with him.
And Sanjaya teases everyone every week with all different new hairstyles.
He's had different hairstyles. He blows it out straight, or it's curly like a perm.
One week there's highlights in there,
and he likes his big doughy eyes and the white teeth smile. And Patrice is just completely taken with this young boy,
and he doesn't want to think about him anymore. He just wants him kicked off so he can start the healing.
There he is, hula. He's hulaing. He's showing one of his secret talents, which is doing a hula dance. And Patrice is just like completely taken with him.
He's begging America to stop voting for this kid. He doesn't like feeling what he's feeling.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Patrice says he's so feminine that if you walked around with him, you would not be considered gay.
And he didn't get kicked off last night. They kicked off a guy that apparently was a backup singer.
Yeah.
Almost a pro, you know?
The kid, sorry.
And they kicked him off because he forgot some words to the song he was singing, and he had a pretty big, what they were calling a Peter Brady crack.
I think the guy toured with Christina Aguilera and some big names in the music industry as a backup singer. He has way more talent than Sanjaya, but he doesn't have the sex appeal. We got Patrice on the line. Patrice O'Neal.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Patrice. Well, how you feeling this morning now that Sanjaya is good for another week?
Well, I was upset for a second, but I'm just coming to grips with it.
Yeah, you got it.
I mean, after a while, he's just going to melt your heart anyway. He's going to melt your heart, this kid, man. And, people, of course, you start saying this stuff. People send MySpace pictures.
Yeah.
And I look, and it's like, you go, oh, these ass, blah, blah, blah. But you look at him, and you go, he is as pretty as legend says he is. It's like he's legendarily pretty, and he's not going to get kicked off. I'm telling you, I'm sitting there, I'm shopping for birthday cakes for his 18th birthday. I'm going to find out when
his birthday is. Yeah, because he's 17 years old. Yeah. And I'm starting to think maybe there's some kind of angle where Patrice is infatuated with him because he almost looks like a Brazilian girl.
Look, I don't want to break any statutes because he's only 17, and it's just when sometimes you turn away, like how you gay joke, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gay joke.
Sure.
It's like beyond. It's like a beyond a gay joke. Like it's almost like it's so comfortable where you talk to people about it, and then you laugh, and then afterwards you start going, oh, look at how pretty he is.
Hey, know who's feeling this as well as Eric Logan, the program director. Well, he runs the company basically for XM.
Yeah.
He is cursing America too because Sanjaya is still in it.
He looks like Halle Berry's high school photo.
Yeah.
Why would Elo even? He has to understand that
this kid cannot get voted off until it's really down to where America goes, I cannot participate in this fiasco anymore. Like the kid that got voted off, you can vote him off because, first of all, the reason America voted off is because the kid was arrogant. The backup singer dude, he was an arrogant guy who goes, look, I know what I'm doing. So people are ready to just get an arrogant Negro bumped off for the people who are voting. The next is that the other white girl, and Sanjaya is going to make it, and then the pretty black girl. Sanjaya's going to make it at least 4 more weeks.
And, you know, if he makes it through next week, then he goes on tour, because the top 10 go on tour all over America. So he's definitely going to make it another round. And he has no clue how awful he is. He just keeps smiling with those big teeth. And
he does have a clue. He knows. You should see his sad little watery eyes every time he makes it through.
Wait, so you think he's playing America like he knows that he's really awful, but he also knows, like, he's smart enough to know that America will keep voting for him as long as he, you know, stays looking pretty and changing his hairstyles and stuff?
Well, these people have stylists. They have PR people. They have everything. They run the gamut. And if no one's telling him, keep being you, an awful singer with this little charming little child thing you got going on, he should just sing. You know, he should sing only songs that little white girls would sing in talent shows, like The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. She should sing only songs from Annie.
and he should sing like Somewhere Over the Rainbow, just all those like heart-wrenching songs that sound good no matter who sings them.
Songs that give you hope.
Right.
And then at the end, when he goes, tomorrow, and then at the end just go, I love you tomorrow, and then just cry.
Yeah.
Just start crying on stage.
I believe Osama bin Laden could sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and he would get people getting teary-eyed in America. it's that type of song.
He's going nowhere, and the longer he stays...
Dude, you got me watching this show more than I would normally watch, and I was laughing so hard because... They're playing us, too, because they were the last two left. They had to send one person home, and it was Sanjaya and the other dude, and I'm like, oh, God, this is so obvious. Sanjaya made it again. Yeah. And if I wasn't so tired, I would have called you again to laugh at you.
And he's clearly an awful singer.
Yeah, Bill, it's not even close.
He's got no power to his voice. He can't keep on key.
Is that Bill?
Yeah, Bill Burr's in today.
Have you seen it?
No, I don't watch it.
Have you seen the kid?
Yeah, we watched a few video clips.
He looked like Halle Berry's high school photo.
Wait, here's the song. Here's the song he sang, Bill, just to get you up to speed.
Right.
You make you decide. He sings "Ain't No Mountain High Enough."
Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far, just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high.
And the backup singers drown him out. He's got no power. His little lungs.
That's all backup singer.
No river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby.
Whatever.
That right there is why I never watched that show, because they sing the corniest songs.
Awful.
Like tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. Just like, I can't watch this stuff.
Well, one of the contestants decided to sing a Pearl Jam song, and American went, what?
Get him out of here.
And the judges didn't even really know the song. Like, how do you not know Pearl Jam and you're in the music industry?
They did, like last year, they did something like Barry Manilow Week.
Yeah.
Where they had them all singing Barry Manilow songs.
Yeah, because that's what America knows.
Yeah.
One of the 8 facelifts.
He did.
One of the contestants sung a 311 song this year, and all the judges, all 3 of them did not know the song. And it was a huge hit on the radio.
Yep.
But, Patrice, there you go. Congratulations.
Hey, look.
Your fantasy gets to continue.
Let me tell you something. First of all, before I hang up, please, do not try to make me the gay scapegoat. All of heterosexual America is in love with Sanjaya.
Well, you might have brought it to all of our attention.
You can make me the Eric Logan can make me the scapegoat. You can, but you know, before you take your Tylenol PM, you pop it right after Sanjaya thing.
You're making us all feel like it's okay.
Like it's
okay to have these feelings.
We're looking at a picture of him right now. He's got a neck like a gazelle.
It's not his fault he was born a boy.
Look at Patrice. Jesus. All right, Patrice, thank you.
Take it easy.
Not that it matters now, but here's the announcement from last night. It's quick.
Brandon and Sanjaya. Here we go with the results. After nearly 28 million votes, America has decided that Sanjaya, you are safe. Brandon leaves us tonight.
You hear the shock?
audience gasp.
Like, what the hell?
Gasp.
And then they start booing because they're like, stop already. This was fun for a couple weeks, but enough.
You know when I last heard that gasp? It was when the towers fell. Listen to the gasp that those people... Oh!
The OJ verdict?
Yeah, the OJ verdict. Another
OJ
gasp like that. Listen to this.
That Sanjaya, you are safe. Brandon leaves us tonight on American Idol. Sanjaya, you may have a seat. Congratulations, Sanjaya. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Rogers.
You hear the boos in there?
How do you stand? You must feel like the biggest tool ever.
That's what I'm...
It's like, okay.
Well, he just smiles real big with his teeth and his big eyes and just goes and sits down again. And I hate this show, but now I'm watching because of this Patrice angle. It's hilarious. And then the local news here in New York, Fox, they did a piece on Sanjaya.
They did.
On his hair or something.
The song choice was acceptable, but the hairdo, a huge do not. Every week, the boy sports another curious quaff, making even Jessica Simpson's hairstyles look stagnant. Hey, then it came to me. Could this be Sanjaya's secret weapon?
I think the hair might be a secret weapon. It makes him look very lovable, kind of like a cute little puppy, and he's just very sweet. So his hair definitely has some power.
I'll tell you this much. I couldn't name another contestant on the show.
Oh, of course not. Why would you want to?
Actually, Melinda Doolittle, I know.
Doolittle, because she got a wacky Dr. Doolittle name.
That whole clip was just depressing. People actually talking about that and then talking to people in the streets, and they can
what do you think?
Intelligently talk about it, too. Like,
yeah.
Well, I think the hair thing is just blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's making the difference, I think, in the voting. It's.
Let's go to Mike in New Orleans. Mike?
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
All right, Mike. How are you?
Oh, just another day. My girlfriend has a theory, and I'm starting to believe her, and it's only a matter of time, I think, before all of America does it. This is your doing. I think Sanjaya is going to be calling your show saying, please, stop voting for me.
We certainly have given him a lot of attention, almost from the get-go, as they like to say. The get-go.
Sure.
So who knows?
But I'm pretty convinced that this is the pest doing.
I would like to think that.
I don't know. I think, a lot of Indians, there's a lot of Indian people voting for him. They kind of,
I think the Indians and the gay are voting for him.
Gay guys are voting for him. The little girls are voting for him. They think he's cute.
And I believe the construction workers, too.
Yeah, construction workers.
No, when you give your kid, if you give your daughter, like, a slutty name, she becomes a slut. And I think if you give a kid a sexually ambiguous name, like whatever the hell this guy's name is.
Yeah, what does that mean? What does his name mean?
Moccasins.
Sanjaya. Yeah, that is a name that's kind of like, what?
Suede.
You wouldn't know that if you fill out a job application, you would look at the name and then you'd have to look at the sex and what's circled.
I would think it would be a girl with one of those fake diamonds in between her eyes.
Right, exactly. Sanjaya. Oh, that's a pretty name. We need a new secretary. Whoa. Hey.
I can't hide you, then he starts huluing. All right.
Yeah, all right. You're girl enough. The hula.
More people vote for American Idol than vote for, the President of the United States.
Yes. It's a sorry state of
I found out what it means. You know what his name means? It means scrunchy.
Scrunchy.
There you go, Bill. Chris in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, I come from a little town called Lodi. It used to be called, Lodi, lots of damn air. Sorry about that. Italians, now it's lots of damn Indians. And, the biggest production company out there right now is Bollywood. That's who's voting for him. It's all the Indians that are immigrating into the country.
Bollywood?
Bollywood.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, they call it
Yeah,
Bollywood.
it's Bollywood.
It's kind of funny.
Not Hollywood, it's Bollywood.
Yeah, it's a big movement.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there goes our
you.
idle talk. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. You just ended our... I like that. We have a segment until a caller completely ruins it, and then we just move on.
And then we regroup by doing this.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. ONA Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus is spreading. Get infected.
Hi. Opie and Anthony Show. How are you today? You know what we missed yesterday? I don't think we even mentioned Whip 'Em Out Wednesday yesterday. I was listening to the replay. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with us? It made me all confused. Like, I depend on that so I even know what day of the week it is. I thought it was Tuesday yesterday.
It's our hump day.
Yes.
And it was a beautiful day in New York. We should have been talking about it the entire show.
I know. We blew it.
It just shows you that we're really busy with the radio program.
Yeah.
Bill Burr in studio today.
I think Caroline's next week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Bill Burr at Caroline's all next weekend.
Go see Bill.
Through the 25th, myspace.com/Bill Burr.
See, he knows how to plug.
There you go.
Yeah.
We get Patrice in here. We don't pay these guys. What they get from the show is hopefully a little more exposure, maybe a little more people showing up at the comedy shows. And then Patrice does a fine job for us, and it's time to plug, and he's like, I don't know.
You don't know where he is.
No, it's because he's smitten
with Sanjaya.
With some
hermaphrodite
young lad.
Don't forget about the ONA Traveling Virus Comedy Tour. First stop is Las Vegas, Nevada, August 14th. The Joint, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We're pretty much taking over the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino on April 14th. We got a great lineup. We got Norton, we got Joe Rogan, Louis C.K., Frank Caliendo, Bob Kelly, Rich Voss, Otto and George, Ralphie May, and maybe one more comedian. And tickets go on sale tomorrow at 6 a.m. local Vegas time.
Yeah.
What night of the week is that? The 14th.
It better be a Saturday because we don't get any days off from this radio show. We fly in, do the show, and fly out.
When is this press conference?
I guess Saturday, like early afternoon before the show.
Early afternoon?
I believe
the show?
so, yeah.
What time's the show?
Probably 8 o'clock.
All right, so it's before that. Because I was plotting out my entire schedule for that weekend where I want to...
Dude, we don't even have time to eat. How are you plotting out a schedule?
No, it's a sleep schedule that will work it out so I can, like, be asleep on the plane, and then when I get there, I'm going to, like, dinner and then hit the casino. This is Friday night. Here's my plan. Friday night, then a casino, like, all-nighter. And then Saturday, sleep all goddamn day.
That ain't happening.
But when's the press conference? That's what I need to know.
I think it's like going to be in the early afternoon. That wrecks everything.
Well, then I'll sleep right up until then.
But you'll play cards right up until then.
No. I'll get back to the room and then sleep Saturday like when it's light out the whole time.
You play cards till 7 or 8 in the morning when you're out there.
But this is my plan.
It's not.
And then Saturday, then we do the show.
Your planning always.
Then we do the show, and then instead of going to sleep or to bed or anything, hit the casino, stay up the entire time until we leave for the airport.
No.
Then once I get on the plane, time machine mode, cryogenic freeze, I'm asleep.
After the show, there's only a couple hours before we fly out.
Yeah.
So how are you going to gamble?
Everything's going to be packed and ready to go.
All right.
I hit the casino until Kenny tells us we're leaving.
All right.
And then I get on the plane, sleep the entire flight
Sounds
back.
like a great plan. We'll see if it works out.
Watch. But it works too.
I think Opie's saying your plan sucks, Anthony.
My plan's great. He's saying I can't do it.
Nah, he can't do it. He'll try, though.
He'll
give it the old college try. But,
what's the other route?
You know, you fly out to Vegas Friday night. You get an 8-ball.
Oh,
right, just go with
okay.
me on this one.
I'm going with you, an 8-ball.
Then you really stay up
until like the next Thursday.
Yeah, and you know the crowd will be loving you. Like, wow, you know, Opie was funny, but that Anthony, that energy,
he's so energetic on stage. It's amazing.
Well, listen, tickets go on sale Friday. Hold on, tomorrow at 6 a.m. Local Vegas time. They want this info out there, 9 a.m. Eastern time, because a lot of people are thinking of flying in. It's a small venue. This thing will sell out. You get your tickets through Ticketmaster. Pre-sale tickets go on sale today at 1 p.m. Vegas time. 1 p.m. Vegas time today. Tickets will start going on sale for the Vegas listeners especially. And you can go to extremeradio.com, XTREME radio.com for more info, or opieandanthony.com has all the info. But we're very excited. During the press conference out there, we'll announce all the other tour dates. I think we're doing a total of, 10 this year. 10.
10.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Turning into a huge thing. That's like our whole summer.
Yeah. Now you get to see what it's like to be a comedian.
Exactly.
Flying into all kinds of exciting cities.
Yeah.
Flying into all kinds of scenarios.
For a day, and then leaving.
Yeah.
Duluth, Minnesota.
Woo! This is great. How we doing?
See, this is what scares me about this thing. Last year it was like 4 dates, and they were, they were fine cities. We like going to these cities. This year it's 10 cities, and we still like going to these places. If it explodes this summer, then we're talking Duluth and all that other crap.
It's a 150 city tour while they do their radio show.
Next year could be the ugly year where it's like, oh no.
Oh, what did we do?
Oh no.
Created a monster.
Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we're rocking Allentown tonight. I gotta tell you, Allentown, how you doing? Like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Rhinelander, Wisconsin.
Hey, how you doing?
Just trying to think of all these cities my college agent used to send me to. Is it Hayes, Nebraska? Oh, these places were like Indians were still running wild. Some of these places I was going to.
Like to bring out Susan Anton.
Let's go to Rick in Jersey. Rick.
Yo.
Hey, what's up, Rick?
Yeah, man. What is it? April or August?
Did I say August in there?
Yeah.
Oh, what a dope. April 14th. I'm sorry.
August. Wow.
No one else picked up on that?
I didn't.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to figure out which one it is. I want to get to it. All right.
Yeah, obviously April 14th is the first one.
Is that Rocky Balboa?
All right, thank you, sir.
I'm trying to figure out which one it is.
Hey, Bill, you were mentioning court shows. We were talking during the break about like TV shows that were like massively huge and then went away like that.
Yeah.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, even though it's in syndication with Meredith Vieira.
That, and a show that was giant, The Weakest Link.
Dumbest
show. Was like, had this stupid catchphrase that everybody was just saying, and it had huge ratings. It had that obnoxious English woman, and then gone. No one even remembers it anymore. And Weakest Link, the same thing, because we were talking about Regis with his bypass surgery. I'm getting bypassed.
He got it done. It was a success.
Success.
Of course it was a success.
Godspeed, Regis.
That's like just like working on your car at this point.
Is that what it is? It's like tonsils.
Well, maybe
now.
not you personally working on your car, but an expert working on your car.
You would think the way he talks, he could just naturally clear
it out just by yelling.
Yeah,
that would just like...
I don't know, Gelman.
And that would just...
There it is. The clog's gone.
Yeah, that would take care of the clogs and the plaque. Just move things through his body.
I give myself vocal angioplasty. It's amazing.
Feeling a tightness in my chest.
My chest hurts.
Now it's gone.
Joy.
They were interviewing him on all those gossip shows, by the way, before he went in, and he had a deep concern on his face, and I think that's because he has no clue how they do it these days.
I don't even know.
I bet you he's still thinking like Western time, where he would have to bite on a bullet. And
he is the most retarded man when it comes to any type of modern technology in any field. You talk to him about things, and like some of these guests, I've seen the show, and people come up and go, "Yeah, I do. I'm acting in a movie and stuff, but I did a voice for a video game. Video game? What is this? What is this video game? I keep hearing about it. What is it? A game or a video?" And he has no clue. Computers, they try to teach him. Like, I watched the show where they had a computer expert come out because the running gag was Regis knows nothing about computers. And you know it wasn't a gag. The guy just knows nothing. And he's like, and they're telling me, point and click. What is it? Point and click. It's the easiest thing on a computer you could do. And he goes, and I got it at home, and Joy knows how to use it. And I couldn't even turn it on. I had to call Gelman. What button do I push? Cleared more plaque.
So, Regis, you're going in for the bypass. What do you think they're going to do to you?
Well, I hear there's leeches involved and a Civil War hacksaw. They take a vein from a cadaver that was hit with a cannonball and put it in your heart.
And
I don't know.
How are they going to numb the pain?
With whiskey.
Whiskey?
They use bourbon or a mallet. I saw it on a cartoon once. He put a mallet over his head, you get a big bump, and then you go to sleep. Guy knows nothing about it.
No clue.
A witch doctor comes and sings a song.
I feel like I got the plague.
You know, I had that bout with the typhus.
He gets diseases that people haven't had for years.
The croup.
I think I got the croup.
Scurvy.
I got scurvy and the gout.
But it was a success, so.
Yeah, well, good for him.
Most of these are a success these days.
Don't they have to, like, saw your rib cage in half?
They're getting...
Oh, yeah, they got to open you up. They said that he's got it recouped now for a couple of months just to...
5 weeks.
Let the breastbone heal.
Yeah, my dad had it.
Sternum!
Wow.
The sternum.
My dad had it done. Letterman had it done, obviously. I think the incision's getting smaller. They used to, like, open you up like a zipper from, pretty much all the way down to your belly button. But now, supposedly, it's a smaller incision. They're getting even better with that.
How do you not just die right there?
They stop your heart, Bill. Regis's heart was stopped yesterday.
They stopped it. I don't know what happened.
That's what they just stop your heart?
There's something called a heart-lung machine.
Yeah,
and they turn it on.
Pumping the blood
it
for you.
Circulates the blood and oxygenates it and puts it back in your body until they put you put all the veins where they're supposed to be, and then they put the blood back through your heart again.
That's definitely a procedure you don't want to accidentally skip one step.
You think he's there with the instruction manual?
Like a recipe?
Oh, no, I forgot number 3.
Imagine your doctor shows up for the operation with a manual.
Well, there's a first time for everything, Reg. What are you talking about?
Hey, I don't know if this is true, but let's go with it. Jeremy in New York City. Jeremy, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
You guys are talking about how stupid this guy is?
Yeah.
I was working at Banksville Hardware up in between Greenwich and Bedford and Westchester, and this guy came in during the blackout with his wife who, anyway.
Joy!
He goes and grabs an FM radio, and he didn't know how to put the batteries in the back of the radio.
How do you do this? Are there batteries? Where do I put them? What, there are different sizes? C's, D's, I don't even know. Now, how do I turn it on?
Exactly. He was asking those questions.
And, yeah.
Did he ever have a real job? Is he just hosting shows?
No, he just hosts shows, so I guess he doesn't really...
He started with Joey Bishop.
It's that and him sitting there going, I was at a dinner party last night. It was me, Cindy Adams, Joey Bishop...
Donald Trump.
Talks about people that are... Bing Crosby was there.
Yeah.
He's been dead for years. I saw him there. I thought it was him.
Soupy Sales.
Soupy Sales. Still a wonderful gentleman.
They brought up sushi. What is it?
What is sushi? I want my fish cooked. What am I, a savage?
He'd be great on Jeopardy.
Oh,
he talks like the answers.
What is sushi?
He answers everything in the form of a question.
What is this computer?
You're right. I'll take Mongolia for 200. What are Asians? He's just the champion every week.
There he is, up on TV.
Nice.
There he
He's
goes.
already on TV, see? No big deal these days.
This is the type of motor that most automobiles run on. What's an internal combustion engine?
And he's just asking. He doesn't know. He wins with like more points than anybody. Just
he wins because he's
so
asking
stupid.
questions.
He's asking.
I don't know. I have no idea. What's a monitor? How do you hook it up? What's a flat screen television? No, I mean, what is it?
What is a cutlass? Spanish American War for 700.
That's a great point, though, man. He shouldn't be clogged if you talk that way.
Yeah. Just
he thought
instantly flushes you out.
And he thought he could get by with just an angioplasty.
Yeah. I was hoping they'd just give me the angio. They did that, he had that like 10 years ago or something. He had the angioplasty.
I guess, yeah.
But now they're telling me I need bypass.
Right. But we were gonna talk about shows that came and went.
Yeah.
We got on the Regis thing, but then you mentioned like the judge shows that are on right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's so many of them now too. Judge Judy and Judge Brown and but they're all the same mold. They're the supreme power, and the people.
Tough.
Yeah, they're tough and gruff. And there's two people. And they're suing, one's suing the other, and one is like the judge is okay with, and the other one the judge has a problem with. There it is. That's the show. They they let one person go on and on and on, and the next one they go, hey, wait.
I love how they act like it's a real courtroom. I know they say like their decisions are final and all that. They have some kind of mumbo jumbo paperwork you sign.
But they're not real judges anymore. They're like retired.
Yeah, but you're not going to get in real trouble like you would in a real courthouse.
Yeah, get thrown in jail for contempt.
That's why I don't understand why these.
What is contempt?
I don't understand why these people don't go after these TV judges more. We do have a clip we're going to play for Bill where it got a little crazy. But
yeah, I like this clip because I can't stand like Judge Judy. Just that whole. Like that false anger, screaming at people, and
has to remind people
really
that she's a tough cookie from the Bronx
or
Brooklyn. I grew up in Brooklyn,
Yeah,
she's like playing to the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd,
right?
the
paid audience. But this is Judge Milan, I believe. This is a great clip. Listen to this.
Wait, you're right. We haven't finished with April. In your letter,
nor have we addressed privity.
Hold on a second, honey. I'm counselor. I am directing these proceedings.
And I'm doctor, not honey.
I'm sorry?
And I'm Dr. McCaffrey and not honey. Appreciate it.
You were Dr. McCaffrey?
I am.
See, the beauty is you're not allowed to show up these TV judges.
Nope.
That makes them look
That's their power base.
Yeah.
But she called him honey?
Yeah,
that's complete disrespect on any level, whether he's a doctor or not.
She was doing it like sassy.
Yeah, you wouldn't call her honey. Hey, do you have evidence on this bill? Yeah, honey, I got this bill here that they... What?
Yeah, Toots, hold on. It's here somewhere. Oh, it gets much better.
Appreciate it.
You were Dr. McCaffrey?
I am indeed.
Would you rather I call you counselor, doctor, or anything else?
How about Dr. McCaffrey, Your Honor? It creates a tone of respect.
Where I'm from, you sort of got to earn that.
Guess what? Where I'm from, you're born with it.
Oh, see, and all these judges where I'm from, like, I'm from the tough streets of Brooklyn back in the day.
No, he called her out because she tried to pull that, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Sweetheart.
Well, you're supposed to call her Your Honor. She didn't earn any respect to be called Your Honor. You just know it because that's her title. And you're supposed to call her that. Like a doctor, you're supposed to say doctor. You're not supposed to wait until he earns his respect as a doctor.
She's not.
This is going to get good because that guy used the word indeed.
Yeah.
I am indeed.
Indeed.
Yeah, you're up to your neck in it now, sweetie.
Well,
sweetie toots.
The guy pipes up again, and this gets nice and ugly.
You make this purchase. It's supposed to be a happy day in your life. This is like financial security for you for quite some time. And instead, you gotta jerk around with this for the next year.
Watch yourself, Your Honor.
Get out of my courtroom.
A pleasure. Thank you.
No, he's not moving fast enough, Douglas.
If Douglas touches me, you will not be happy, Your Honor.
You know what? If Douglas beats you to a pulp, I'll be delighted. Get out.
Oh, wow, real tough.
Wow.
It's great to see one of these guys go, look, there's nothing you can do. It's a stupid TV show.
Jerked around. He goes, watch your mouth.
I never heard her lose. She just lost her.
Yeah, absolutely.
He didn't like the jerked around thing.
Out of court. I'd be delighted. He never lost his cool.
No.
She turned into Doyle from Sling Blade. Get out of my house.
Yeah.
Get the out of my house.
Go home and practice,
Yeah, practice. Get out. Take your retard with you. Doyle.
She was either doing that or doing like that old school comedy. Somebody said, how do you get to the Boston Comedy Club? The guy said, you go up 95. I said, get out of here.
Get out of here.
She lost her cool.
She did. She blew it.
That's Jackie Gleason, isn't it?
Yeah.
When, what's his face? He'd be sitting there getting prepared to do something, doing that little precursor.
Come on!
To breakdancing.
Why I oughta.
Norton.
And then we got to play the cat thing, and then we're going to break. And Greg Proops is joining the program. Than, you like this one, right?
Yeah.
Why? It's a nice clip that's making the rounds right now.
It's just, a reporter getting it. She has to be holding a cat for her report. I think it's about abused animals, so their heart's in the right place.
Oh, no.
But I don't know if this was but this was an actual victim cat, but you can hear how unhappy it is, and then you kind of hear it attack her, and then at the end you just hear her kind of softly whimper.
Oh, no.
And it's all on live TV?
Yeah.
The cat attacked her?
Wonderful. Yeah, let's listen.
Jail is not enough for the judge who sentenced this pair on animal abuse charges.
Fox 8 News reporter Kathleen Cochran live in Russell Township with the
cat.
Hi, Bill and Stacey. Well, the couple is accused of throwing two cats like this one here out of their car and killing them. Now, as part of their sentence, this little guy's having fun, but now as part of their sentence, the couple is going to have to come right here.
What a dope the reporter is. She obviously has never handled a cat before.
He's having fun now. No, that's not the fun sound of a cat.
You hear that noise, you throw your cat across the room.
Yep.
That's like from all the, they just can't be honest at any point. They always have, everything has to be upbeat.
Upbeat. Yeah,
this one's having a good time.
Having fun here.
Nothing but sunshine.
I'm going to gouge your eyes out.
This one's in a good mood.
That is an angry, angry cat. Oh, there's the clip, huh?
Yeah. Well, we got part 2 of the story here as you watch that.
Okay. Well, there are lots of cats here. All of them are nice, and honestly, it's my luck that something like that would just happen. I'm obviously not a cat person, but the people here do say that they are looking forward to this couple coming in and hope that they can leave here with some type of an education. I'd been holding that cat. Everything had been going well until right when we came on the air, but I'm fine. Maybe just a little scratches.
About reporters and animals, and that will end up on a reel for somebody.
Oh, no kidding. That was like an out-of-body experience. How embarrassing. No, we're glad you're okay. That's all that matters. So I'm just fine. Thanks.
Glad you're okay. Like the cat was going to kill her.
Mountain lion.
Like it was a mountain lion, right?
She did kind of get
Oh, she got the cat grabbed her neck and the side of her face.
Yeah.
Oh God, she's pissed.
And she said it. She's not a cat person. Any cat person would know that's a noise you don't want to mess with.
Cats. I can't read their moods.
Yeah,
they're cool with you when they just never just kind of. They don't have that. All right, now they just start scratching.
Yeah, they could be completely cool with you 1 second, and then you scratch them wrong, and they do that rollover on their back, grab you with their front and rear legs, and just bite you.
Oh, and they're like a featherweight too, like lightning quick hands.
They can whap you 3 times
before you even know what's going. Yeah.
What happened? I'm bleeding.
It's that dark blood from the major artery.
Hey, we got to step aside. Greg Proops joins the program next. It's Opie and Anthony and Bill Burr.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
The funny continues through the commercials. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The ONA virus spreading across America. Greg Proops in studio, playing Carolines all weekend, starting tonight through Sunday. Wow.
Good morning.
How many sets you doing? You got
750 and wow. Of course, the St. Patrick's Day fracas.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, you're playing to that crowd. Good luck.
Nah, it should be all right.
Well, you're in the middle of Times Square. It's a little more tame down
My understanding is it's the crossroads of the world.
We were joking about that earlier.
We were talking about that and how... Do they... I don't think...
Noose and turbans and whatnot. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I don't think Carolines has that announcement anymore before the shows.
Do they not? I used to love that.
I know. They used to have this announcement, if we're in Carolines here in New York City, where it was like, you're in Carolines on Broadway at the crossroads of the world. Yeah. It sounded like you were in the most important place, and then some guy comes up and is like, yeah, how you doing? I'm throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Crossroads of the world. Excuse me, how do I get to Europe from here? There's no signage.
Bill pointed out they have an M&M's factory, basically.
Yeah, right down the street. It's all...
At the crossroads of the world.
Flip-flops and
TGI
tank
Friday,
tops.
hula hands.
The crossroads
the
of the
Olive
world.
Garden.
Really have some guy spray painting planets and unicorns on the street.
All nations are represented.
Yeah.
That's what makes it the crossroads of the world.
You got the naked cowboy over there.
Oh, yeah.
Cowboy.
Great.
Picture statue of George M. Cohn. It's nice.
Great stuff.
That's why I like Las Vegas, because they have like all the different cities. It's like white trash Europe. Like, I don't need to go over there and go to all of them. I'll go to the New York casino. I've been to Italy. I went to the Venice.
Hey, you're making fun of Anthony now. Anthony does this down in Disney.
Oh, that's when I go down to Disney World and go to Epcot. Why travel when Morocco is like right next to Germany?
With someone in a Winnie the Pooh suit.
I could go in there and get a beer stein from Germany with all the different dates on it of all the different eras in German history, except for one they leave out in Disney. It seems the 30s and the beginning part of the 40s are just no reference made whatsoever to Germany at the Germany Epcot.
Not so many hot memories in the beer garden during that period.
No.
They were sold out of the Hitler flask.
Yeah, what happened? I want some Third Reich stuff over there.
No Jews in this bathroom, okay? If you don't mind.
It all goes with the theme. There's nothing, don't take it personally, but if you're Jewish, please move down to, like, the American section. We don't want you here in the German section.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
I'm sure they leave out a few countries, too. I don't think there's, like, an Eritrea exhibit or something.
No, nothing like that.
The flies off this.
No, there's no Sudan. You don't get any of that.
No, sadly.
Only the pretty ones, the nice ones, are represented.
Yeah, France.
Yeah, France.
Lovely
Italy,
places like that. Italy, you could eat at these places. Mexico.
Yeah. You can eat at these
places. Wonderful.
Yeah. No Estonia.
I said, people are so, conditioned, too, at Disney to listen to anybody. Like, you don't want to break the rules because it's the happiest place on earth. So, me and my girlfriend were eating in the Mexican pavilion in Disney, and it's inside, yet it looks like you're outside in Mexico. It's like almost like a planetarium atmosphere where you see a sky, a pyramid type thing in the background, and like a Mayan thing. And we're sitting there right where there's a ride in the restaurant, a little boat ride that goes through the history of Mexico, and it comes out right next to our table, pretty much in the water. And I would just go, because people would kick back in the dark and put their feet up on the boat. And everyone would do this to get comfortable. And I would just yell out as they came out, "Feet off the front of the boat, please." And get shocked and put their feet down and sit up straight. And then I just started giving real bad requests. Like, no touching other people in the boat, please, when someone had their arm around their girlfriend. And someone would look and actually take their arm away. No matter what I said, people were doing. I felt like just jump in the water, drown yourself, kill yourself, please.
You should have got that on video.
They get so scared of breaking Disney rules because, they take you back like old school casinos and break your hands.
Mexico. What is it? Everything was great, and then white people showed up?
It was, something like that, how we ruined everything.
In that boat that goes by, were people trying to swim across the river?
Yeah, they were trying to swim to freedom. They were swimming to the American Pavilion, which was right across.
Take them across. Coyote.
It was horrible. In the restaurant, they found a truck full of dead Mexicans that died from the heat in the
Disney's
kitchen.
Building a wall on one side near the kitchen to keep people out.
Yeah. The Minutemen. Disney Minutemen.
I know Disney's history. Fantastic.
Hey, you're up on your politics, obviously. We know that. So what do you think? Black president, female president? Is it going to happen this time?
I think a black female president is what
Black female president? Just go all out?
They're going to take one of the American Idol girls.
Let's end all the bitching with this election.
Yeah,
let's get rid of the American Idol girls.
Just find a black female. American Idol, more people are voting for them than vote for the president. So
Melinda Doolittle for president.
Get her. There you go.
Well, I think people are ready for a little changé, as it were. Although there's no discounting Dick Cheney's wow factor. I mean, he really brings the personality and lights up the night, doesn't
he? Boy, does he.
Golly, people are into him. And Bush is popular now, just slightly less popular than testicular cancer. There's actually more people who are for testicular cancer because you can lose weight before the summer comes and get in your bathing suit.
He's like not even... A few months ago, even, he was on TV, and people still kind of watched what he was saying.
People don't listen to him anymore.
Now, no one even listens to anything. He was giving a speech the other day, and I was trying so hard to listen, and it was just... I'm completely at the just shut up point. Just stay in the White House until
just get
someone
this
else
over with
comes
and get
in.
my show back on, please.
Yeah,
nothing to see here.
Well, they have loads of polls. I think there's polls. Many polls say that people just wish it would be over. Basically,
Yeah, just
they've reached
get
the
it
point
done.
of irrelevance.
We're
and stuff.
done.
Well, dude, he went down to South America in the middle of the worst 2 weeks of his. Pick your 2 weeks, but this was a ratty 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he went to South America, where, if anywhere, the only place on earth they hate him more than at home. I mean, if you could have chosen a place where you're going to go where they're going to spit at you and put signs up. My favorite one was Puerco Tirano, pig tyrant.
Pig tyrant.
Puerco
Of the
Tirano.
charming language. It loses something in the translation.
I'm sure it's more alliterative.
I
need a T-shirt with that on it.
Anytime he's giving a speech in like another country, you can hear the protesters being like hosed off.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
down
yeah.
the street,
Yeah.
there's like dogs and stuff. I think America's doing great in this part of the world.
You know what it is? Here in America, when he gives a speech, they like put a perimeter up that's ridiculous. When he goes to other countries, they're like, all right, set these people aside, but you could still hear them in the background. Like you're saying, you hear like the cops firing off tear gas and whatever
Who's
else they
that
need
guy
to do.
down there? Who just is it Hugo Chavez?
Yeah.
Who's just saying you can smell sulfur.
Where he was standing by the podium at the UN.
He's a political corpse this time.
Yeah.
Instead of saying because I can no longer smell the sulfur, he's a political corpse. So basically, the president of Venezuela has written him off as irrelevant at this point. And he went down to talk about biofuels.
Yeah, biofuels.
A guy from Texas whose family's in oil went down to talk about biofuels to Brazil.
They can make it out of corn and wheat.
No, he's on a roll. He's on a real roll. And I was just in Washington 2 days ago, and the Attorney General came out and said mistakes were made.
Yeah.
my favorite blanket.
Mistakes were made. They used a loophole, I love this, in the Patriot Act to just kind of fire and rehire some attorney generals without any congressional input or having to go before Congress and be approved. And it was just like, well, some mistakes were made. And I think the fact that the Republicans and the Democrats are coming out against this, it proves there's some mistakes. Some mistakes.
Why can't we use that in our own lives to get out of crap?
Hey, so, I was smoking
so
some
easy.
weed and had a brick and I'm selling it to people.
Yeah.
Some mistakes were made.
Oh, okay. You're
Can
free
I
to
go?
You're free to go, sure.
The fact that the cops arrested me shows that some mistakes
were made.
No, it is wild. They don't admit anything. But the thing, Cheney keeps saying that we're winning the war and that people who are opposed to the war are what are causing us to lose it.
Yeah.
The logic of that is inescapable.
I don't I don't see that.
We're there, putting the troops in harm's way.
At this point, I don't think it has anything to do with the protesters. I'll be honest with you. I think with all the protesting and stuff, because a lot of people were turned off by the Hollywood, as they call it, the Hollywood elite coming out against the war because it's business as usual. So people that were for this military operation were like, oh, screw you. These people live in their ivory towers. They don't know what's really going on. But even the hardcore people that were behind this war didn't need to listen to protesters. All you had to do was kind of just watch and say, wow, this ain't working. You didn't need anyone to tell you it's not working. It ain't working. Something is amiss when, they're doing cute little stories on the news, and then as a little tag you hear 138 people were blown to bits today in Iraq, and children in school.
They can play that game because it's not like an army to defeat over there. They're just going to sit there picking off our guys.
Yeah, there's no winning or losing over there. There's trying to gain control of a situation, which they're obviously not doing. You either got to go balls out or leave. There's no middle ground of just let's keep sending dribs and drabs of people there. You need to occupy a country by sending in so many troops that you could have them everywhere so no one could put together a goddamn transistor radio wire without you knowing that they're doing something. But they just send enough people. It's just enough people to blow up at random. That seems to be what we're doing.
The only way to successfully occupy a country is you have to commit genocide. That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which you don't want to do. So this, you got to do what we did to the Indians, which was brutal.
Or Japan.
But, we wouldn't have St. Louis if we didn't. No.
We really, hey, good old St. Lou. Japan, you're going back a few years, but, Japan was pretty devastated after the war, and we sent in an occupying force until things got better. there weren't happy people there. I'm sure all the Japanese weren't walking around going, "Yay, the Americans are here."
We helped them out, though.
But again, that was a war of armies.
That's just it.
Huh? They keep saying that this isn't a civil war, which is like holy fallacious, you know.
They're killing
They couldn't
thousands
wait for the moment to fight each other.
based on just their beliefs.
Yeah. And you don't install democracy. I got news for everybody. Either people want it or they don't want it. You don't come in and go, "You're a democracy now."
Right.
Everybody vote. Everybody's equal.
Yeah.
The women in the gym.
But we don't want to be a democracy.
It's like, wait a minute, we need to kill. We need to kill everybody we don't like first,
Right.
and then we'll be a democracy.
I've been living next door to you for 25 years now, and I finally have the opportunity to kill you.
Isn't that amazing, though, how that happens? Like that happened when the whole Russian thing died, like in Czechoslovakia. I had no idea. Bosnian Serbs had no idea.
Hated each
because
other.
they had a unified enemy. Let's get these guys out of here. And literally the second they left, maybe they had some beers for like a week.
Yeah.
It's, all right, guys, it's on again. We're picking up where we left off 80 years ago.
That time is over.
That's the hard fact that no one wants to admit is strongman dictators keep little principalities from fighting each other. When Marshal Tito was in the Balkans, there was no war. As soon as he left, Bosnia and the Serbs went at each other. The Croats and the Serbs. As soon as Saddam Hussein was removed, the Shiites and the Sunnis go at each other like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Dictators make people afraid of one person.
Right. Yep.
There's no getting up in the middle of the night and going over to your neighbor's house and blowing it up when there's a dictator.
Yeah.
Once the dictator's gone, the game
And
on.
both of those sides have to fight to see, if one side wants democracy, in order to get it, you have to fight the side that doesn't. It's like the American Revolution is based on that. The English were over here. Americans who had been here wanted their independence. It wasn't like, hey, okay, there had to be fighting and horrible war and death and destruction. But the Americans wanted their freedom. It wasn't like, hey, you want this freedom stuff? You want some freedom?
Take it whether you like it or not.
Plus, the revolution was never overwhelmingly popular even in this country. It was probably about 50-60% of people that wanted it.
Yeah.
There was many Tories and people on the English side in America during the revolution.
Yeah.
That's why it took 8 years. And I'm sure they were all doing the Cheney thing in England for the whole 8 years. Don't worry, it's not a civil war. They're going to win. Listen, they're in the last throes of the insurgency.
Last throes.
Let me send a few more boats of troops over. We'll have a surge and we'll fix this right up.
Mission accomplished.
People are saying we're getting too political. Oh, my God.
Sorry.
This is something that people are very interested in.
I know. Didn't we just talk about, Afterbirth coming out?
Yeah, we talked about Afterbirth.
We go all over the place.
American Idol, we talked about
placenta and Sanjay.
We haven't talked politics in so long, and we bring it up because, sorry, there's people dying over there. Jesus.
Hey, let's say hi to Tim. Tim, what's going on?
Hi, Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. We got Greg Proops in the studio. Very funny comedian playing Carolines all weekend.
Greg Proops is hilarious. I've seen him before. He's killer. That's why I say that first.
Thank you, Tim.
Hey, really fast before Tim asks his question. Do you just go free form on the stage? Because I've seen you a couple times.
I have material.
No, I know you have material, but it almost seems like you're one of these comedians that you feel very just comfortable on stage and you kind of go and really take some chances.
Well, I can do. If I'm feeling it, I'll go off the book.
I don't feel like when I see you that it's like set up joke. You're kind of going free form and just really getting into some really good discussions.
In other words, you feel that my act is disorganized.
Honestly,
joking.
and you're lazy and you don't write.
Yeah. Well, if you would write it down on paper, Greg,
like
you remember it from show to show.
Honestly, like you weren't even prepared.
Yeah.
It's up there stammering.
Up there and you pulled something out of the box, and I don't know what was going on.
I'll tell you, from where I sit, it's very refreshing because there are comedians that go to Carolines. I go there a lot, and I'll see some people year after year, and it's like, oh my God, it is almost exactly the same set from last year.
Yeah, no, I goof around and I try to mix stuff up, and even the stuff that I know that I do a million times, I try to redo it. I'm sure we all do.
And you try to make it in.
You're like Sting. You do a new version of like a reggae version
on a lute. I have all my hair, and I have some talent.
Yeah, and you're not going to pick up a lute anytime soon.
A lute.
Hey, Tim. Tim's an Iraq vet there. Tim, what's going on?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm a Marine Iraq vet, and just to say that, I agree with Anthony's comments that we need to go, I guess, balls out, if I could say that.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem, we need to double the deployment time and at least double the troop strength over there in order to win this. That's the problem, is that we're too scared to keep people there for too long because everybody, they're doing the year deployments with the Army. World War II, you were there for deployment, duration. You got the war done because you wanted to come home.
Yeah,
By the time you get there, you get used to fighting. It's, hey, get ready to pack down. We're going home. The next unit's coming.
And you're lucky enough to go back home, by the way.
It's one thing or the other. We have to. We either have to be an occupying force with like martial law and the whole deal, or just get out and let them fight it out and see what happens afterwards. Maybe get another dictator in there to rule with an iron fist. But this strategy isn't working.
Well, there was no coherent strategy, I think, was the problem. In the first Gulf War, there was overwhelming force. They had over 500,000 guys there, a billion countries, everyone unified. We were in and out. It took 6 months, and boom.
Yeah.
It's like an old Tyson fight.
Yeah.
Second round, just
bam. Up. Oh, you're dead.
Another thing, though, you guys should know as well as anybody about how the media likes to portray something the way they want it to seem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I was there, I was only there back in 2005, and the thing is, a lot of the people really, really do like us there. I didn't come across many civilians that didn't like us. I mean, kids, men, women, children, everybody would come up to us and hug us and kiss us and thank us. And it was more people from, like, other countries, like, Yemen and Saudi. That's where a lot of these, insurgents are coming from. It's not just Iraqis. It's a lot of radical Muslims that just don't like us, and that's the battleground is Iraq. A lot of the people really do want freedom and really do support us and love having us there.
Yeah, it seems like Iraq has turned into...
Puts out the way they want it to sell papers, the way they want to sell the news. They make it seem like everybody hates us there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still 100% behind the war, and, I mean, it's just the media is the biggest problem with this entire war, and the politicians trying to control the war.
Iraq's like Woodstock.
This is the war we want from. We want this result. Do what you need to do to get it done instead of them nitpicking. That was the problem with Vietnam, and unfortunately we're repeating that because there's too many media and politicians playing a part in trying to control a war that generals who spent 30 years of their lives in the military should control a war.
Yeah, every general that retires or, forced retirement or removed or something that happens or he just leaves always comes out and says, boy, they aren't listening to the generals. Mm-hmm. And they're the people that, maybe you should be listening to. It's so political, and once a war gets political like that, it's over. Oh.
All right.
Was it always like that?
Thanks, Tim.
Have a good morning, guys. I'm
Not during the big one.
All right.
I'm saying, yeah.
Your generals used to go in and go, Mr. President, go F yourself. This is what needs to be done.
More importantly,
kick your wheelchair over.
Christine from Jersey wants to know, about your hair there, Greg Proops. She loves your hair. Who does your hair?
I do my hair, but I have a small midget that I carry around in my suitcase with me, Otto of Secaucus.
Just in case.
Just a small Polish boy. And he climbs on top of my head. And
we love the midget.
Shellac.
We love the midget. Big fans of the midget on the show.
Different variety of products, a little spiker, little spray. It's not as high as it was, but I'm going for some vertical clearance this week.
Some height, yeah.
A little Jimmy Neutron action.
A little bit.
I think it's Johnny Depp and Crybaby.
Yeah. What was the Brad Pitt movie? There was a 90s one where he had a big...
Johnny Suede.
Thank you.
Oh, we got a Brad Pitt fan.
Leningrad Cowboys.
The hell was that?
Wow, he couldn't wait to tell us the answer to that.
He wore a giant booth in it, and he looked awesome, it has to be said. He had a tremendous wall of hair. I'm a big fan. My wife wants it down more, but I still like it big. What can I tell you? For me, it's all about the early 60s.
What else is on your mind these days? We did the politics.
Yeah, and
we did the war.
Got into that morass of non-humor that I'm so famous for on your show.
Don't worry, we'll tell everyone how funny you are. This is intelligent conversation. But anything else that you're thinking about these days? Anything on TV that kind of strikes you?
That's it, really, no.
Not thinking about anything else. Got nothing.
I got nothing else.
Sorry, I made myself hysterical.
Got no opinions, no act.
Tell you the truth,
everything's cool. I mean, I don't know what everybody's so upset about TV and everything.
People are just upset in general these days. You see a lot of sad people walking around the streets. I'm happy to be alive.
Sorry. That's like the worst attitude a comedian could possibly have in the history of comedy. Hey, everything's cool. What's going on with you guys? Hey, you ever notice when things are great, candy tastes so good?
There's no problem.
Enjoying your food down there? All right, me too. Anyways.
I don't find anything ridiculous.
No, nothing's funny. Nothing is absurd.
Nothing
I love
gets you
Tyra
mad.
Banks because, and this is what we were talking
can't
about.
get enough of Tyra.
I can't get enough. Black History Month was about her wearing a bikini.
We did a whole
and then,
thing.
I mean, that's fantastic. She is, I don't think there's ever been a more self-absorbed person in the history of talk. It's like she's breaking new ground. It's absolutely the most innovative talk show in the history of talk.
Every
Even
situation.
Oprah, yeah, or even Kathy Lee in the old days. Someone would say, like, oh, my father got shot, and they go, that's terrible. If you say my father got shot to Tyra, she goes, one time, I was at the movies and I saw a guy get shot, and I know what it's like. Like, what? It doesn't matter. I have cancer. One time, I felt really bad, and I sat on a Snickers bar, and it felt like cancer. And you're like, what?
They sold an autograph.
Black History Month is you wearing a bikini?
And she was crying, and she thought this opened up doors for other, whores out there? I mean,
she's practically Harriet Tubman.
Yeah.
She really is.
Just like her.
She's Sojourner Truth, man.
At one point, they
Dr.
sold
King.
an autographed poster of me at a charity for cancer.
Yeah.
She always makes it about herself, no matter what is being discussed on the show.
She wore a fat suit for a couple hours.
Yeah.
That gave her insight into what it's like to be obese. I mean, first of all,
our favorite was when she went homeless.
Oh, yeah. For what, like 60 minutes?
Yeah, with
Like
a camera crew and
22
food
minutes,
behind her.
right, with a van. And, like, she could go homeless, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of booty going on these days. It wouldn't kill her to not eat for, like, an hour. And
She did the fat suit, though. Yeah, that was
fantastic to go homeless and then say you know what it's like. It's the most... Like, we always used to make fun of Geraldo Rivera once upon a day, you remember? Because he would inject himself into the story.
Yeah.
She's taken it one step further where there is no story about her, and the story doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's like she would go up on stage at Caroline's, not tell a joke, and then come back and cry and go, now I know what it's like with him. It's so hard. Like, you didn't do anything. You didn't do...
We got the Black History Month bathing suit clip. It's really quick.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, as we all know, February is Black History Month. And today, I'm honoring Black history by celebrating an event that not only changed my life and the direction of my career,
Don't drink coffee.
but more
You're gonna
importantly,
spit it out
it
in a
impacted
second.
the face of beauty for women of color everywhere. This month marks the 10-year anniversary of my appearance on the cover
I think
of
we all
Sports
remember where we
Illustrated
were.
Magazine's swimsuit
Yeah.
edition.
That isn't a joke, Phil. Bill looked like, wait a minute.
This is like
That's
an-
not right. That's not real.
It sounds like an SNL
I have
skit.
a dream.
Yeah, that goes
That
right
one
down.
day. Malcolm X, I'm not a diner till you make me a diner.
I understand.
Tyra Banks.
I
I've
understand
been on
because,
Sports Illustrated.
because they only did have white girls on there, but there was enough other black women who've done things. She could have picked them, but of
Oh,
course
my
she has to
God.
pick-
Well, they're
It had to be her.
They're
yeah.
running out of things, black people haven't done yet. That's all.
I mean, come on. How many times can you talk about George Washington Carver and that goddamn penis?
Right. But and then
So it's time for Tyra.
this is really quick too, and it wraps it up.
And it meant so much to me because the moment the decision to put me on that cover was made, it was a decision to recognize and celebrate black beauty. And ultimately, what that SI cover did was it enabled young women of color to realize that they can
Be
dream
sluts.
big.
Are
It was
you
because of
kidding
me.
me?
The operative word was me. She said it
Yeah.
meant so much to me.
To me.
When it happened, as you may recall, since it wasn't ancient history shrouded in the mists of time, we're talking about 10 years ago, not like when volcanoes were all over the earth and the sky was black and there were pterodactyls flying and plucking your baby from its nest. This isn't, medieval. This isn't in a tapestry. This was on video. And it wasn't exactly a life-changing moment. It was another moment where you went, oh, great.
Yeah.
Tyra Banks got on a thing. That's cool.
Did you-
There were black models before her.
Yeah.
I don't want to break her pretty
Did
balloon
you
open.
think for a second, like, oh my God? And were there protests like, why is there a black woman on the cover of our magazine? Like boycotting the magazine, and she had to, punch through that race barrier.
She's practically Jackie Robinson. There's no question.
Believe me, the hardest core racist would still wind up cranking it to her.
I know. It's like, I don't care what race the girl is. If she's hot and she's
hot, it doesn't matter.
It overlooks that salient fact about men. It really doesn't. They can even have one eye. If they're hot,
right.
It's on. It's on.
Exactly.
It could be a Cyclops issue.
God, we're on the same page because we had a lot of fun with that.
Oh, she's the worst.
She's irreplaceable.
We have a stack of CDs. It's all Tyra audio. It's like if we're having kind of a lame show, we'll break out Tyra audio and have fun for an hour.
All about her.
It's unbelievable.
You thought Oprah was self-aggrandizing. But Oprah actually, occasionally does something.
Yeah.
Tyra just says she's doing it. I really want to change my act to be like hers.
Greg Proops, always a pleasure. He's at Caroline's all weekend long starting tonight. One show tonight at 8, and he's playing through Sunday. He's got a show on Sunday at 8 as well, and everywhere in between. For reservations for Caroline's here in New York City, 212-757-4100. Thank you so much, Greg Proops.
Absolutely. Thanks, man.
Bill Burr is going to be at Caroline's next weekend.
Next weekend.
So there you go. If you're not joining us over
I'll warm the stage up for you.
We're going to XM.
Save some for me.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
See you later.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Here we are over at XM. Bill Burr made the walk, obviously, and Greg Proops decided to continue with us, which is very good news for the Opie and Anthony show.
Thank you.
He's the voice of Bob the Builder, so we're kind of talking about that as you guys were listening to Ecstasy of Gold.
And Bill Burr, has no idea about Bob the Builder, but anybody with a kid or that has been around kids for any length of time knows Bob the Builder.
This'll hip you to it. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Well done, Anthony. Well done, Opie.
Thanks.
Bill, you should recycle.
Well, it started with someone on
This just sounds like Greg Proops to me.
Pretty much.
I gotta
same voice as me.
Well, I gotta watch the show.
Hold on. Dan from...
You'll be bored after 20 seconds. It's for 2-year-olds.
Yeah, Dan from Raleigh started this. Does Greg's contract prohibit him from saying horrific things using the Bob the Builder voice? And we asked that off air, and Greg's like, it's my real voice. I didn't have to change it or anything for the... Yeah.
Is that a rusty trombone? Golly, Wendy, you should play that. Oh, Muck, put down that trombone. It's rusty.
He's huge with the under 5 crowd, like you said.
I'm big. If you can't walk yet, I'm all over you.
And Bill asked, if you walk up to kids and try to freak them out, but you had a good answer to that.
Yeah, I'd have to wear a construction helmet and be 3 inches tall.
Yeah.
For them to understand.
Kids wouldn't get it.
No, they would go, why is he doing that? He's desecrating the thing I love.
See, that sucks.
Because they knew the word desecrate.
Yeah.
Because if
scaring children is one of the highlights of being an adult.
Oh, it's a blast.
It really is.
Someone's going to get electrocuted eventually.
I didn't like the sound of it.
I was just going to say, there was a kind of a
people
Tesla
touch it all
noise.
the time.
A little hum.
One of these days, you're going to go up in flames. But
Wizard.
Yeah. It really did touch the mechanics, man. Hey, Dumbledore, or whatever.
So he can't get the recognition for one of the hugest voices ever.
Yeah, there you go. And you know what? It's just as well. I don't have to do public appearances because I'd have to wear a helmet and whatnot. And
would be...
And I couldn't fix anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now
I can barely fix coffee.
So do you get any MILF kind of groupie action going on after a voiceover?
Oh yeah, completely hot.
Come out with your shirt open down to your navel, just coming out like Tom Selleck of the voiceover world.
You've been there for my recording sessions. I wear PVC pants. Totally leave my shirt. In fact, I wear a mesh shirt, if you remember those.
Oh, yeah. Tom Jones. Yeah. There you go.
Like a total mesh shirt, and then there's MILFs waiting
Bob
outside.
the Builder voice.
That was awesome, dude, and I'll go recycle this. Reuse this.
Yeah, the bad porno lines. It's great.
I also noticed you sat down and you said, I love New York papers, because, you're from where? San Francisco?
I'm from San Francisco, but I live in Los Angeles, and we have a newspaper, I think. And but we never have fantastic headlines like Campus Life Choke with Pills Study.
Yeah.
Which I went to campus once upon a time, and I never choked on pills.
Yeah.
I did, however. I didn't study either, but there was never a hyphen in between. Last minute bell shocker.
It's hard for us to call these newspapers. Which
one am I reading? Oh, the news. Yeah, the
Massacre in Village, shootout.
Hill smoking hot in D.C. That means Hillary.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's Hill to the Daily
Hill.
News.
They just call her
Daily
Hill.
News calls her
Because
Hill.
it's too short. You couldn't write She Hates America every single time. So you have to write Hill. No, I do love the New York papers because news is not necessary.
No.
Well, I'm sure because when you go to different countries, like if you go to England or Canada or whatever, they have things in the news that we don't have here. Things like facts and information. Here, news is based largely on how people feel about stuff. That actually qualify it. We're in a Tyra-esque world here.
Right.
Because people will go... Like whatever on The View, they're always arguing. And Elizabeth Hasselbeck, who's possibly the most uninformed human alive.
Probably the dumbest female out there.
Yes, she's like
and she represents the young demos for that show, the young female demos.
I pine for Debbie Matenopoulos. I mean, like a bag of hammers is smarter.
It's so uncomfortable how uninformed she is.
And then she'll go, I just feel really passionate about it. And you think, well, it's all well and good that you feel passionate, but you have no information in your possession.
Yeah, when she gets pushed into a corner and realizes that she's just getting killed as far as intelligence goes, she starts crying to get out of it.
Right.
That's her thing.
She does it at home.
YouTube has videos of her just crying.
I think I do that.
She uses the well, you ought to just start using that.
She goes with you guys, you don't understand.
The second I start feeling like I'm being beat up on here, I'll be like, guys.
I'm going to do it on stage this weekend. If it gets a little hectic on Saturday on St. Patty's Day, I'm just going to start crying. And go, I just feel really strongly about telling jokes, and you guys won't let me tell them anymore. Last week, what was it? It was the government spying, and Rosie went like, it's bad that the government should spy on innocent people. And then it was, no, it's not. It's good, And then she started crying.
I know I'm not doing anything bad.
Right, you can't back it up after 2 sentences. And I love her for that.
I should have started crying when I didn't realize you can't light a log in a house that you would actually die. I never even thought about the...
Well, we learned that Brad Delp, lead singer Bosson, he committed suicide. It comes out today,
yes.
Thanks to the Boston Herald. And I guess he dragged in some grills.
Two barbecue grills, lit them up in his bathroom.
No one's ever heard of carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
No, but he did it on purpose.
That's
pretty creative, is what we're getting at. Like, he decided, you have to really think that out and drag him into your...
Right, and I'll just
line them up
bed
and maybe make some burgers for the police, so they have something to eat when they find me. I don't know.
But in my world, if he put logs in there, it would have been okay because I've seen them in the fireplace, and I never really thought about the chimney.
But Bill, you see, the fireplace has a flue that takes the air out.
I never dawned on me. I've never taken a science class in my life.
It was the Bill Nye way of committing suicide. I'm going to create a monoxide situation where the molecules of that outnumber the oxygen, and therefore my life will end.
And it's a double whammy because not only is the log throwing off poison, but it's eating up all the oxygen in the room, too. So
you'd have to have a big log and
dead.
close the flue on your fireplace.
Yeah, there you go.
And you have to have a very tiny house because oxygen's going to get in there.
This stuff is stupid.
Dying.
I just feel really strongly about it, Bill. Why can't you understand?
I want to burn a barbecue in my bathroom. I should be able to.
No, that's the guy version. That's the guy version of crime when you have no information. This guy's a fag.
Yeah, right. Just the big
stupid dick.
The guy version is then you just got to fight.
Yeah.
When you feel really stupid and someone is just killing you with their intelligence. Like, all right, now we got to fight because I have nothing else left.
Right. I have no more ideas, so I'm going to punch you.
I have to beat your brain down to my level of intelligence.
Right. If I strike you hard enough, you'll be as smart as I am, and then we'll be on a level playing field here.
We got a call coming in that could be a little
Make
interesting.
your points now, buddy.
David in North Carolina, what's up?
Hey, Opster. Hey, first off, I want to tell you I love you guys, man. I love your show. It's the greatest thing I've ever heard. But I got a bitch about you. Y'all starting to sound like a bunch of bedwetting liberals.
Well, Bush did it to us. What can I tell you? Anthony...
I'm the furthest thing from a liberal.
Anthony is...
I'm not a liberal. You can't see... That's the thing. The second you say Bush is an awful president who's doing a shit job, you're a liberal. I'm a Republican. I consider myself conservative leaning.
This isn't just the way you can explain it simply. If, I criticize the head coach of the Patriots, it doesn't mean I hate the Patriots. It means I don't like the direction that he's taking the team.
You're a bedwetting Jets fan, is what it means.
There you go. I love that. Yeah, if you're on the, I'm on the left. Yeah, I don't wet the bed. Automatically,
you never wet the bed.
Do. That's what all
that
liberals
thing that
do.
automatically, if you're on the left, you're automatically like a pussy. Or if you're on the right, you're fucking John Wayne.
Right, you're a gun-shooting psychopath.
Your mattress is just full of big yellow stains.
Oh yeah.
You got to keep flipping it over because you wet the bed every night.
Yeah. You sound like some Jesus freak conservative.
Yeah, really?
Bill Burr, I love you, man. I think you're great, but you're hopeless. I'm trying to say
because I don't share your opinion?
Exactly.
Wait. I want to know why. Dave, go ahead. Why? Give us an example.
Well, any little whiny-ass thing that comes... everybody sits there and complains on the show about all the PR problems, and they want to ban this, and the women get everything that they want is the liberal side. That they don't want is the liberal side. And
he's not really answering the question.
Bush is an idiot, man. All right, I'm not saying that, but you got to, except for the war.
He just contradicted himself.
Except for the war, what? Do you understand Bush's
the economy and everything?
No, hold on.
He hasn't done a bad job.
Bush has done an awful job because he's completely fixated on the war. You remember other presidents, and I mean both Republicans and Democrats, there would always be footage of them on the news sitting at a table signing things. And, then they'd hand out the pens, or you'd see them with members of Congress, and they're actually working to help the country get a little better, maybe. Whether they did accomplish that or not, they actually did something. I have not seen Bush do anything except stand up at whatever speech he's giving, and it doesn't matter how the speech starts. It could be fucking Cogswell Cogs companies talking about fucking cogs, and it'll turn into, we need it for the war, there for the freedom, cogs for freedom. It's like everything he's done revolves around the war.
I will give you that, Anthony. You're right. But you've got to realize this is a different kind of war than we've ever fought in our history.
No. It's pretty similar to Vietnam.
Yeah.
It really is. I don't want to sound like one of those, it's another Vietnam. It's not another Vietnam, but there are a lot of similarities. There's a way to deal with this type of war, and it's not being dealt with properly.
He never answered the question how I was hopeless. He's just, you're hopeless.
Yeah, how's Bill hopeless?
Because of this, that.
You're just so far to the left, Bill. Like I said, I love you, man, but you just got, I respect your views, but you're just so far over there, I'm not going to bring you back over.
I'm pro-choice, but I'm fucking pro-gun. I love my fucking guns. I want whatever kind of gun I want. I want to be able to buy it. But I'm pro-choice. So what does that fucking make me? How does that fucking thing? I want to shoot fucking fetuses. That's how fucked up I am.
I love you, man. Don't get me wrong.
I know you automatically get like pigeonholed.
You
like
get
my view on abortion, I wouldn't want to tell anybody what to do, but personally, I wouldn't do it. But and like porno, I think porno's bad for you. I'm kind of anti-porn in a way. Yeah, I just feel like it's like I view your soul like it's like pixelated, right? And anytime you ever watch something like you shouldn't have seen on the internet, you just feel a couple of cubes,
a couple of pixels go away,
and then you just kind of walk. You're a little more evil.
That's pretty good.
I don't think it's healthy to watch yet, but but two gay guys want to get married. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
So
either.
It's like
that doesn't bother me.
I kind of
ergo the bedwetting, Bill.
Yeah, now you're wet in the bed.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I jump on both sides.
How dare you have a complete
I'm all
viewpoint.
for blowing, Osama bin Laden, blow those mountains up, nuke them. I don't give a shit.
Whatever, right.
Yeah, it's like you just...
Get rid of them.
If you have one opinion now, that's to the left or to the right, then you're hopeless.
You know why? You know why? Because if you just described what you are and how you feel about things and how I feel about a lot of things, it lies in the middle somewhere, and no one really wants that because you got to fit into one of the categories or the other.
It's become like wrestling.
Yeah,
you're either a heel or you're the baby face.
Baby face. You can't be in the middle. You can't be a heel baby face.
You're either dressed in black or you're wearing the white hat.
Right.
Depending on how somebody views it.
That makes it easier for everybody. Then they know what you are, and they know if they could like you or hate you.
Wrong, man.
Huh? No, I think we hit you right on the head.
Yeah.
No, I told you at the beginning. I respect everybody's opinion. I think
you called me hopeless.
Made out of. Well, you are. You're way over there, Phil.
See, he's not even hearing me. I just said I was anti-abortion and porno, so I'm not way over there.
Well, you're just about over there.
See what I'm saying? Like you can't.
Hold on.
Forget it.
David, at this point, you better just start crying.
Just cry.
I think you're hopeless.
Or challenge Bill to a fight. That's your two options at this point.
You're acting like a gay retard, and I'm very passionate about that.
All right, David. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Y'all rock on, man.
All right.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, you heard about the old lady getting mugged?
No, what old lady?
It didn't make San Francisco or L.A., the 101-year-old lady that got mugged?
Listen, I'm for that, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
They all have a lot of money, and they're they can't defend themselves.
They're easy pickings, I call them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was I supposed to come down on the other side of that?
Yeah.
Was that bad?
Yeah.
I hate when old people get mugged.
It's going to ruin your image.
Yeah. This mugger hit her, what, 3 or 4 times?
3 or 4 times.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw it in the paper yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody awful, of course.
101 years old, knocked her little wool cap off her head, and then she's still standing with her walker. She, at one point, for some reason, reached over to grab her purse back from the guy.
101. She doesn't know any better.
And the guy just gave her this overhand right, pan to the side of her head, and laid her out. Knocked her right out. The old granny had a glass jaw.
Gotta admit, that guy is going to survive in prison.
You think?
I think he is. If you could do that, you can pretty much do anything.
Especially if his cellmate's over 100. He's got a real shot.
Wait a minute. It took him 4
shots to knock the old broad down.
I was talking about the heartless just ice he has in the middle of his chest that he could just,
But he's going to get no respect. 4 shots to knock that old broad down? Come on.
I didn't even look at it that way.
Well,
Mr. Magoo is going to be raping him in prison.
Yesterday we were reading a column by Bill Gallo, and he's like, he wants to take on the punk. even though he's in his 80s.
Bill Gallo's like, 80s.
He's like, oh, you're picking out old women. Why don't you pick on me, Buster?
Right.
Writes a whole column about it.
And using language like, why don't you have a little moxie?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, God.
And then I are calling out the guy. We're like, God, I just wish the mugger would take Bill Gallo up on this little challenge.
What do you think you are, Jack Dempsey?
Yeah, come on.
I'll show you a left hook.
I did some boxing back in the day. He was
That's right. I scrapped. I did a little hugging.
He's one of those guys. He has like an anchor tattoo on his forearm.
Right.
That's faded.
The Marcus of Queensberry taught me a few throws.
Marcus of Queensberry rules.
Yeah,
we'll duke it out.
He puts his hands up like the Fighting Irish
guys.
Right.
Put him up. Put him up.
I'll go bare knuckles with you, you punk.
This guy just lays a pipe on the side of his head.
And the same thing, the letters to the editor, they all want to take on this guy, but they're using fake names and screen names as they write into the paper.
Quite the pugilist in my day.
Yes,
were you?
I'll give you a Sunday punch.
I'll throw a haymaker, and you won't know where you're coming from.
Yeah, the old dude was like really trying to get back at this guy.
That's cute.
Isn't it?
Well, but
Defend the
people
old
always
fraud.
prey on people, and it's bloody awful. What are you going to do? Human nature, man.
Yeah,
the
they
young
really
get onto the old, as they say.
They really put out the word on
that's
this
what they
guy,
get
though.
for using their
Did they pick
coupons
him
at
up?
Rite Aid.
No, the city's,
I haven't found it.
city's outraged, and the NYPD is under a bit of pressure because he's still out there.
Yeah, of course. Plus, it's exactly the kind of tabloid story that all the New York papers are going to keep going.
They love it because it was on video, too. So
is it?
the news was able to show the surveillance video.
Thank goodness.
They showed it. I must have seen it, I swear, 80 times. They just keep showing it because they know people love watching that
Not
shit.
since the lady beat up her kid in the car have I enjoyed watching someone get
Video like that.
What do you think was in her purse? It was probably coupons, a couple cans of Alpo.
Gum. Yeah, tissues that she
lottery ticket.
dabs her nose and puts it back.
Right.
Some sugar packets from the fucking diner.
a margarine plastic tub.
Medication.
Lipstick from 1972.
Oh, honey. Poor thing.
And that old chink
Series E saving bond. A gold double eagle.
Why do you go with the overhand? You got to go with the uppercut with the elderly.
She was reaching down to grab the bag back, so he had a good shot at the side of her head with a little overhand. Knocked the wool cap off her
so
head.
He punched her in the back of the head. It wasn't even legal in boxing.
Yeah, it was like down on the side, kind of back. It really... is Than punching it up? Punching.
Yeah, well.
It's
come
it's
on,
fantastic.
I gotta see it.
Here you go.
Yeah, you got to take a look.
Apparently, Bill and I have been living in a cave.
Pull it,
of TMZ.
Here it is. As you see, she thinks the gentleman is helping her with the door. She's walking out of, it looks like a doorway or an elevator or something.
This is making me feel so much better about myself.
Yeah.
What was it you were saying about watching videos you oughtn't watch and then a bit of your...
Yeah, this is going to be a few pixels going to fly away on you, Bill. And now, see, he's going to help. And then, bam, just clocks her. Three times right there.
101, by the way.
Now he grabs her purse. Now he doesn't feel threatened, so he just kind of starts rifling through her shit right there.
Let me see what's in here.
He's going through her pockets. She then leans over like this, like, hey, give me that back, and bammo! She's down.
Goes
the old lady's down. The old lady's down.
Down goes Gladys. Down goes Gladys.
Stop the fight. And then he leaves on his pink bicycle.
Yeah, that's a pink bicycle, by the way.
He
stole from a little girl. And then he went on to an 85-year-old.
He was feeling good about himself.
Admit, those
He had a hell of a day.
were jabs.
Little
/
jabs.
hooks.
Yeah, little jabs he gave her at first.
He was pulling his punches. In the end, he gave, remember when Larry Holmes was measuring his punches when he would do those overhand rights?
Little overhand right.
She looked like Cooney.
Yeah, definitely. She's got a glass jaw, the old broad. It was embarrassing.
I think that was Cooney's great-grandmother.
Bill Adam from Texas wants to know if you got a conspiracy theory as far as that video you just saw.
Yes. Conspiracy.
Do I have no, not on something like that.
God, you're hopeless. You are a bedwetting hopeless case.
It's embarrassing she would even stand
you don't want old ladies
to Walker with that
up.
guy.
Yeah.
No, I did a thing on this radio show I did about...
he loves conspiracy theories.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, but I even said on the show, like, I've always believed, like, 80%, it always makes sense the first 8. It's like a bad movie. You're totally with it, then the third act, there's just no payoff. You're like,
flying saucer at the behest of the CIA.
Yeah. And Bush is an alien, then you're like,
I forgot about
fuck.
that
Then it's like over.
Yeah. I got a cousin who's got loads of books like that, and he showed me one, and that, you go, yeah, right, and then like page 48, then they brought the alien girl in to rape her, and all right, I'm kind of getting off the train now.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite conspiracy theory? Oh, golly. I have so many that I love. Anytime aliens come in, I really like it. Because that's the last redoubt of the scoundrel. Much like people who are psychopaths wrap themselves in the flag whenever the going gets tough. You know, like, you disagree with me, therefore you hate what I love. Like, no, I didn't say that. Anytime an alien lands is the time that I love it. Like, first of all, I love Bigfoot, okay? I don't know if that's a conspiracy theory, but I adore all mythical animals. And I hope that they all live together and there's a lounge where the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot and the Yeti are hanging around together. And I've come to realize there's an animal in Canada and near Vancouver called Ogopogo.
Yeah, we heard about him.
Ogopogo, he's the Loch Ness Monster of this lake, Okanagan. And I bought his doll, and the doll has, the Ogopogo mythical doll creature has 4 lakes. There's one in Michigan. There's one in New York. Like, there's so many of the monsters that they couldn't be bothered to make a specific monster for this lake. So we've done one generic.
Oh, they franchised it.
Yes, and to me, nice. I think yes, because if the monsters had it in their power, that's what they would do. They would be on the phone with each other and emailing and whatnot. And we got to get the merchandise organized here. The ancillary's killing me here. I have a purple head. You have a blue head, and yet we got to go with the green thing here so I can sell more.
I'm not into like myths, like animals and that stuff. I just like conspiracy, the whole. There's 10 guys running the world. I mean, come on, man. That's like comic book shit.
True,
how can you...
There are 10 guys running
that whole thing.
They meet in an office. It's right near here, in fact.
Is it?
Yeah, do you remember in the X-Files when they would meet in that room when everybody had green upholstery? And
that was great, and they kind of hammered out what was going to happen.
Everybody knows the Illuminati loves green upholstery. Anytime you're in a room...
And they smoke cigars, and they're all sort of middle-aged to aged men.
Now, who picked out the furniture? Is he part of the secret society or is it just somebody that they killed afterwards?
You know what I honestly believe? I don't believe that 10 people run the world. I think there's probably 10 groups of people like constantly fucking with each other.
Each of those groups.
Yeah, constantly fucking with each other.
Yeah.
I say we go with red upholstery.
Trying to basically run everything. Which you can never quite do because
there's
too
kind
big.
of a battle going on. Is it a physical battle or just a battle of wits? Like a I'll get you next time.
No, like going to war and that. Like I think like a lot of the stuff that we're trying to do. Just putting like bases everywhere we go. That's a way to like try to take over the world. I think that's fascinating.
Take over
to
the world. Don't you think if we wanted to kind of take over the world, we could do a better job of it?
Well, we want,
especially without the Soviet Union there anymore. I think.
No, I mean like having like an empire, a way to get people like under your control. You just put bases everywhere.
I still think we could do a better job of that. We're not
there's always room
What's
for
your
improvement.
favorite conspiracy theory?
I like the moon landing.
Oh, that it didn't happen?
Yeah.
That's true. It was in a stage in Tustin, California.
Yeah.
See, he knows.
I love that theory.
Well, you came up with...
I have a good one. How come when people look through a telescope, they never see the car or the shit we left up there? Yet they can look at Pluto.
Yeah, that's what got me thinking.
Really good point,
Bill came up with this about a week or two ago.
And you're the person who doesn't know that fire goes upward.
I know.
That it creates heat.
That's why my show is called Uninformed.
Uninformed.
I have a license to be a complete ass.
I love Bill's show. It's called Uninformed, and he'll talk about stuff like he absolutely, like it's fact.
Yeah.
Like it just came out of a fucking encyclopedia because he's got a mic in front of him.
See the car on the moon.
No, it's more.
That would be a hell of a shot for the cover of the Post, though.
Can I ask you a question? Why don't they show that just to end that? The scientists got to
satisfy you.
Yeah.
Mean?
There's no telescope that could look at it, really. They have...
Would you shut up? It's Anthony, they can look at other fucking galaxies.
Yeah, but now
you can't take a picture of the fucking Ford probe they left up there?
We could see that scary face on Mars.
You don't even get it.
We could see the scary face on Mars.
First of all, I don't like
Mars
how
is huge.
I talk about it like I know, and I'm ridiculous, but he's talking like he works at NASA. We don't have the technology. He sounds like Captain Kirk.
Someday we will have warp drive. We don't
Lunar landing. What is it?
Like Earth-based telescopes. You're not going to see the fucking...
Look, dude, do you think I really think that we fucking fooled the whole goddamn world?
Yes, I do.
That we didn't land there. Do you what is the fucking purpose?
Like I said, we have a
what would even be the purpose?
There's a mirror on the moon that we point a laser at to get the distance from the Earth to the moon.
Yes, you mentioned that last time.
And they check it every so often and
to make sure it's not
position.
coming to get us.
Yeah, the moon might come and get us someday.
Yeah.
But there's evidence that we've been there.
Yeah, but you can see that, though.
And
That's why you have visors in your car
that runs on water, but they just won't let it out.
man. That's a good one, too.
And tires that never wear down. They won't let us have it.
Nope.
Oh, why wouldn't you believe that? You don't believe that they can make an engine
absolutely do,
that
Bill.
could get better gas mileage, but it's not cost effective? I mean, come on. These hypercars.
Now you're Mr. Science?
No, you know what I'm basing it on? The fact that
you have no information?
No,
there's a microphone
just let me,
in front of you.
let me finish before you destroy my opinion.
I won't
all right?
destroy your opinion. I
There's
respect your
shut
opinion,
up, Greg.
Bill.
Shut up.
Oh, boy.
There's hypercars, right? Get like 35, 40 miles a gallon, right?
Yes.
They do. Do you remember right after that OPEC bullshit in the 70s? Japanese cars were getting roughly 30, 35 miles a gallon. It's fucking 30 years later.
Yeah.
That's the best you can do. I'm just saying that is all a game. That's not a conspiracy. That's just like a
clearly.
game.
I was just saying a car that ran on water, which would be a steam-powered car. Of course there's better ways to run things.
Yeah.
If you get solar panels on your house, it makes your meters run backwards because there's so much energy coming into your house, it goes right back into the grid. And that's not like a far-fetched theory of the future.
No one wants a car that runs on less fuel and is 50 miles per gallon because it doesn't look cool. It's not fun to drive. It's not fast. People, especially
Americans.
Americans.
What are you basing that on?
Americans. We like our fucking muscle cars.
Go see that who killed the electric car, and they actually have an electric car going up against a high performance car, and it holds its own.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. How many of these fucking electric cars are there? When I went to the dealership, I didn't see one.
Why do you think that is?
Did it look good?
Why do you think that is?
Was it just full of batteries? Did the guy have batteries strapped to his head?
Ridiculous that you don't see why that is. It's the funniest thing ever.
You know what? Because people love
internal.
America has been in love.
You're absolutely right.
America has been in love with the internal combustion engine since it fucking came out. We love fast. We love fast. We love sleek.
Like they had a choice.
We love status symbols. We love things. Why do you fucking think
don't get upset,
people buy nice cars?
Spewing out shit that I can just see on the TV.
Why
There's
do you
not
think
an original thought coming out of his mouth right now. There's nothing
on the
original.
road.
The flag is red, white, and blue.
I'm not saying about the flag. I'm talking about American people. I'm not saying we're great because of this. I could say we're fucking stupid because of this. But the nature of Americans are bigger is better, faster is better, sleek fucking. You want a car that girls are going to look at when you drive by in it?
Do you think
that guys
the
are
average
envy?
woman is just sitting there going, I love this engine? Nobody gives a fuck.
No, it's not the women. That's the guy's thing. American men. Girls will look at the fucking nice car because they know the guy now has money.
Bill, comment?
It's all fucking...
I'm just saying...
You think Ed Begley Jr. on his fucking bicycle is getting
only
chicks?
One option, I mean, what else are you going to love? That's like.
But why is there that option?
What if there was just one ugly chick on the planet? You'd want to bang her every day.
Why do you think there's that one option? Why do you think there's that one option? Because
you know what?
A big conspiracy.
Wiser. We're not a conspiracy, but just big business. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
It's supply and demand.
Big business.
The demand is the demand, Calvin.
What is it? Is an attractive car like the Edsel. What are these cars? Let me tell you, I used to own a Tucker, and I still have it. Gelman drives it. It's wonderful. The Tucker was a great car, Gelman.
My thing, now this is my completely uninformed opinion. If you just make like electric cars and that kind of thing, we use less oil. Those fucking guys over the Middle East, they go out of business. They can't give money to terrorists. You solve it without shooting a fucking one bullet.
But then how are we
put them out of business?
How are we going to drive fast and look cool?
So it's all about you and the wind in your hair?
Yeah. It really is.
All right, listen, we're going to solve one thing today. We got a guy that works for NASA. Mark in Houston. Mark, what's up?
How you doing, sir?
You actually work for NASA and you listen to this radio show, huh?
Sweep the floor?
Yeah, I think I'm the only guy that works at NASA that listens to you guys. It's pretty funny. I wanted to comment on your conspiracy theory why you can't see the rover on the moon. It's because it's covered under about 40 feet of dust. It's been up there so long.
It's
and eventually the mirror is going to be covered under dust too, and they're going to have to replace it.
What? This guy right now is sitting at NASA with a 45 millimeter to his head. I'm joking.
What's blowing the dust around?
The dust there is no fucking dust covering the lunar module platform or the fucking flag or the buggy or anything else they put up there.
The wind is just blowing the dust around up there?
Yeah, all that wind up there.
Right.
It's really dusty and rocky up there.
Yeah, and what's moving the dust?
What could possibly be moving the dust? The aliens?
What do you do at NASA? Do you sweep up after the scientists throw their Halls wrappers on the ground? Are you actually...
You ever buy M&Ms from the machine and you got to press N3? Yeah. I'm the guy who programs that.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Sometimes it gets caught on the wire and people rock the machine. It's dangerous because the machine can fall on you because it weighs a lot.
What happened was Jawas have stolen the rover.
Yeah, that's what happened. This guy works in Nassau County. That's the difference. He said NASA, he means Nassau.
All right, and it gives us a protest. I don't think that would happen.
Oh, and someone's saying meteor strikes. I don't think enough meteor strikes are happening. That dust is covering 60 feet deep.
All right, let's go to Matt in D.C.
You know what? I have no idea.
Matt?
Moonquakes. We're getting a lot of informed.
Oh, that could be.
Could be a moonquake.
Well,
Matt.
you know, the moon being made of cheese, a lot of times it'll melt when it gets too close to the sun, and then the rover gets covered.
Finally, some scientific information.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Matt,
I'll be here all the rest of the hour.
We're in Carolina this weekend.
Hey, Matt. Matt.
Yeah.
Matt, you're on the air.
Oh, Matt in D.C. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Ann, have you heard of the Tesla?
What?
Have you heard of the Tesla from TeslaMotors.com?
No.
It's a high-performance, fully electric car. It gets 236 miles per charge. You can plug it in anywhere.
Yeah, Bill's got one of those.
Plug it in. And what is this supposed to do?
Yeah, the whole plugging it in is
zero
kind of
emissions, and the price tag's a bit...
Emissions. Where's the power come from? Where's the power come from?
It's a specially designed power plant. A battery source, obviously.
No. I mean, when you plug it in, the electricity doesn't just come from your house. It comes from a power plant.
Actually, it does.
But then where does your house get the power? See, I'm trying to get to the end. I'm getting to the end game here, which is they're burning something to make energy in the world. So electric cars are kind of mythical as far as there's a myth there that they are emissionless. You're still using...
You know what it is about you know what, and you're making a great point there, but your thing is just your opinion is just everything is hopeless. Like it's fun.
Yeah, I love living like that.
Just ride it out. And just anything to try to make stuff better is like ridiculous. It's stupid. It's not going to work. Like I must have brought up, I don't know, say what, maybe like 25 different things, and every time it's completely asinine that you would want to do anything.
Necessity.
Anything to try to make anything any better.
I'll give you one word: necessity.
I'll give you two words, jackass.
We as human beings, look at history. I don't mind. I love Bill. Human beings through history
my radio show.
Yeah, I know.
Don't do anything until we need to, until there's a necessity to do something. Then we come to the table and do it. Right now, there isn't a necessity to come up with better fuel. There isn't. It looks like it, and it looks like in the near future there will be. But right now, there's still huge vehicles out there where you can pull up to a gas pump. People aren't rioting because of the prices yet. People are freaking out, but not like there's no riots. There's no fucking until we go up to a gas pump and go click, click. We're out of gas, people. Then you'll see human the way we invent things when we need this. The ingenuity we have, that'll come to the surface. But until we need shit, we're lazy. Fucking humans are lazy. We don't care. There's still fucking gas coming out of those pumps. I want a fucking Mustang that does 150 miles an hour.
Let me jump in real fast. Kyle from Jersey. You guys are trying to be smart on your show, yet the pad data can't even spell conspiracies right.
Oh, that is classic. Oh, Danny.
Yeah,
bravo.
With the XM,
look, spelling's overrated.
It really is.
Oh, God. That's just getting specific and careful.
That's really funny.
I don't need that. That's just insulting me.
Jason in Indiana. What's up, Jason?
Hi, guys. I just wanted to call Bill a fucking idiot, but Anthony pretty well cleared it up for me about the where's the power come from thing.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not so hopeless, Bill, as I am. I know that humans can adapt and come up with things when they need to. And that's why we've been around so long.
We don't need to yet, is what you're saying.
We don't need to yet. Some people say the global warming thing is, oh, my God, it's going to be awful. This is going to happen. This right now, today, I go outside. I'd like it to be a little warmer out.
I think if everything was underwater, it would make everything a little more interesting.
A little more interesting?
I agree. It'd be like that movie with Kevin Costner.
Yeah. Waterworld would be a great way to live, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would be different
They
than
still had cigarettes in the water world, which I thought was an interesting fact in that movie.
All the bad guys had to smoke.
How do you make the cigarettes?
Where did you grow it? Where did they get it?
Right.
Apparently there was a lot left over.
A little tobacco.
You want to talk to this guy, Bill? Jason? Jason, why is Bill an idiot?
Because he's a cockeyed optimist who wants the world to be better.
Wets his bed.
Stars in your eyes.
And what are your qualifications?
I have none, and I've got nothing.
You know what? I love this guy now.
I have none.
Fine, that's great. You know what?
All right, why don't we take a break?
That was great.
You guys should just agree to disagree, obviously.
Well, I think we're going to have to agree to disagree.
Why don't you agree to
I want to see you leg wrestle.
Yeah.
No, I fucking tapped out 10 minutes ago.
Hey, we got a lot of people here. Why today?
Wow.
Why is everyone here today?
Because it's a beautiful day.
Let's see. There's also men in uniform.
Well, tomorrow we're doing a special walkover, and we were going to try to find a restaurant and surprise everyone with breakfast, and it kind of fell through. So we're going to have food up here tomorrow for all the listeners that do the walkover.
Ooh. When you say food, do you mean like the kashi that you're eating, or do you mean
like kashi? What's wrong with my kashi?
I adore kashi. I'm just saying,
Right.
do you mean that, or do you mean like ham and
Actually,
eggs?
it's going to be Italian food.
Oh, okay.
You got to dig down. Did you get the free tampons that were in the kashi? Fucking girl cereal eating motherfucker.
It's going to be from Rivoli's, Tom's River. Yeah. So, but why are
Good
all these
stuff.
people here today?
Just heard about the kashi giveaway.
Free kashi.
Are those blown oats?
Estrogen flakes.
now with pink ovaries. Is that a marshmallow fallopian tube in your kashi? Those are delicious.
The builder's giving me shit. This is wonderful. Greg Proops at Caroline's all weekend long. You staying? You going? What are you doing?
I'll go in a minute. You're almost to 10.
Well,
I got to go pass out.
We go to 11.
Oh, you go to 11? I'm going to go before then.
You should.
Because I want Bill to hold this down the rest of the way.
I can't hold it down. I have absolutely no information. I just have hope.
Bill does have hope.
I like that Bill has hope.
You
I like
as a
that
hope person, and I
I
like
like
that
Bill.
I like that Bill has
does have hope.
Yeah, every possible fucking idea. That's what the only thing I noticed about any possible idea
we're back to that.
try to make shit
That's
better.
what I hope. That's
You're right. You know something? Bill is opening my eyes to something. I am really a pessimistic motherfucker.
Believe it or not, you are doom and gloom all the time.
I am doom and gloom.
I like Bill with his hope
I find
thing.
you peppy.
I try to be peppy, but I consider myself
Every once in
like
a while,
a
you
realist.
have to have a little after-school special thought, Anthony.
Yeah, but I'm more. I consider myself like
we just
more
lost
of a
Indiana.
realist. Like, I kind of look at it kind of the way it is.
He's the queer.
I base a lot of things on the history of humans on this planet, and not so much on what I think the future will be like, as much as I see what the past.
We both basically almost flunked out of high school.
Yeah.
I worked in warehousing. He used to install air conditioners.
Yeah, you're right.
And we're talking about how to solve the problems.
You just knew school was, bullshit.
Yeah, I was so far above it.
Yeah, man.
They weren't teaching me anything.
Please, do you use half the shit you learned in high school before you?
Look, the president went to Harvard and Yale, so I think the whole education thing can get a little overrated. So
why don't you go lay in your bed and piss in it?
I'm gonna.
Liberal.
You know what I do? I wrap myself in my Hillary sheets, and I've got my Obama underoos with the footies on them.
Hey, you didn't answer the question.
We all over myself.
We started with this: a black president or female president? Does it happen at all? And if it does,
Republican.
I think anything can happen. That's where my hope comes in. When people say to me, "There'll never be a black president, and there'll never be a woman president," to me it sounds like there'll never be a black quarterback in the NFL. Just recast it a few years, however you want to look at it.
But
there'll never be a woman who could drive or write a book.
Right, but this time around, you think it's could happen?
Yes, because I think there's been a cataclysmic change. I think after Katrina and after the last few years, look, we do comedy all the time, and you're in rooms all over the country. I'm including you in this, Bill.
Oh, thank you.
Come back.
Okay.
Come back, Bill.
Bill just likes his hope.
I know, I love his hope.
No, but I'm actually pessimistic about what you guys are talking about. Right now. I don't think it matters who you put in the White House. They all kind of work for the same people.
I see. So the minute I have hope written in my heart,
the Illuminati steps back in.
You're squashing his hope. I killed it. I killed it. Yeah,
you
I
did. You pissed on my dream.
On his dream and hope.
I've been hanging out with Anthony too long.
You know why? It's because the 10 people who rule the world will not let the president.
I dig Bill's Illuminati stuff, though. That I want to grab onto.
Yeah.
You think it doesn't matter who's in there? The system's in place, and that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think from what I've read, they say if you get into office, you're lucky if one thing.
Wait a minute, from what you've read at the warehouse?
If you can get like one thing, that I read in the back of a DC comic book, that if you can get one thing done, you've had an unbelievable successful thing.
What if his is eradication of all white
It's
people?
ridiculous. Those guys just plowed through everything. He's one of the most successful presidents
moving to
ever.
Dubai, man. That's all you need to know.
Before we go to break, Greg Proops will appreciate this. He's playing Carolines all weekend long. But Ant's theory about how, like, with the president and what they show you after you get into office.
Oh, but that's Bill Hicks, actually.
Yeah.
Was it Bill Hicks?
Yeah.
Yep.
They show you a different view of the Zapruder film.
Yeah.
A different angle.
Yeah, we
Any questions?
went on and on about it, like
go into the basement.
like there's actual video.
Well, that's
it's
how
not even
appreciative
film.
Hicks was,
it's
too.
just 20 different angles of it, and he's
that joke is
brilliant
from
on it.
'93.
That was Bill. I'm a huge Bill Hicks fan.
'92, and he says the first thing we're doing is going to go get Iraq. And that joke's from 15 years ago. Yeah. Any questions?
Any questions? Yeah. Hey, you think you're in
It's going to be better, Bill. Don't worry. Look, in a way, black or woman or whatever, any change is good change at this point because it isn't working this way.
Yeah,
so
we need a little swing over one way.
This is the thing about America, whether you're liberal or, all those labels are so bullshit. Having been all over the country, and I play rednecky places where people go, God, do you tell your political jokes? You're a big fag from San Francisco. Don't they kill you with sticks? No, they don't. They fucking laugh because they understand I'm a comedian and people's opinions change. And there is no blue or red. There's people who live in different places and believe different shit. And like you believe in guns, I believe in guns. I think it's part of the, there's no getting back from it.
Yeah.
So does that make me a big fucking redneck? No. But I also believe in fag liberal shit too. So what the, But I think any change at this point is good change. And whether it's Hillary or Barack Obama or whatever. And I also think it's exciting, the whole slate of people who are running. For instance, you've got Brownback from Kansas running, and possibly Hagel from Nebraska, who are screaming right-wingers who are violently opposed to this war. So explain that to me. Does that make them big fags?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And was I reading
Thank you for explaining it. It was very cogent and concise.
I just wanted to give a one-word answer.
Was I reading that Dick Cheney is thinking about running? Or was that just...
I'm not certain what he's thinking of running for.
Or was I dreaming that?
Was it the deep vein thrombosis or the fifth bypass?
Right.
That I would advise him not strenuously walking upstairs.
At this point, he can't walk up a flight of stairs.
The guy took 65 hours on a plane, got the deep vein thrombosis, and then he's like a cartoon character.
He's Darth Vader without the mask on.
Exactly. Yeah. Mr. Burns, and they crack his thing. Oh, not that rib. That rib always breaks. That's what Genie is. Oh, that ventricle's always clogged. Let me just reach in here and pulls out a roast beef and throws it on the floor.
It is pretty crazy.
Embryonic lamb.
The guy doesn't have a heart.
That dude,
something going on in that head.
He really unhealthy thing. He tried to run once in like '94, and he got. You know what he hated? Meeting people and talk.
Yeah.
He hated having to shake hands
kind of part
with
of
people.
the job, right?
The part of being president that's the biggest part, being a whore, because you have to like everyone and say hi to everyone no matter what.
Why can't you just go on some kind of like pal talk, like video conferencing? Yeah. You can sit there and just run the presidency over there. Friendster. He could have a MySpace page.
But he's truly one of the most intimidating people. Like that guy, like is like scary. When you just look at this, like I like how he views like common people like as a nuisance. I just love.
He used the word
I love that
hogwash a month ago.
That's hogwash.
Remember that one? They asked him about Iraq, and he went, hogwash. I was like, when does balderdash and poppycock come back? No one's even said hogwash in 50 years as a politician. What are you, Taft? He really does. Everybody that doesn't agree with him is a nuisance. He keeps saying that the newspaper's losing the war, that whomever he can find. It's fantastic.
I just picture him putting Bush in like a headlock just for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
Giving him a noogie.
Yeah.
Apparently he drinks scalding hot coffee, too. I found out from a lobbyist who used to be an aide to him that he would go get him coffee when they do, like, the opinion shows. And he'd go, not hot enough, and they'd have to nuke it, in the microwave. And then he'd slug it down.
Wow.
4 bypasses, and he's slugging down hot coffee. Something you shouldn't do if you're healthy.
Coffee.
He goes beyond scary, and you come back around. You have to something about that guy. He's just like I don't know. You gotta fucking love him on some fucked up level.
On some fucked up level, I guess.
Inside you, Bill.
Right. Yeah. See, always that glimmer of hope.
His family calls him the bull walrus because you can't move him once he's sitting, and if he's reading a book or watching a thing, you can't get his attention. So, yeah, like
I
a
read-
mollusk in the sun.
I read a thing as his group of people were trying to gain power in Washington. The CIA, the nickname for their group he was known as the Crazies.
Yeah.
That's the CIA.
Yeah.
That was their nickname for
The CIA calls you the Crazies.
Amazing.
He's amazing.
Maybe there's some issues.
All right, let's get Greg Proops out of here.
Bye, you guys. Thanks a lot, fellas.
Go see Mick Caroline's this weekend here in New York City.
Cheers.
All right, quick. Thank you, Greg. And we'll continue with Bill Burr in just a bit.
Our duties Our duties have destructive power.
If you think it stinks now, you should have seen it a month ago.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
All right. Yeah, kind of strange. We got like, 10 or 12 people outside the studio. Hi to everybody. They're a little weird. They're kind of just blankly staring for the most part, like Bill said, like they're about to witness an execution or something. Yeah. It's this big window and they're just staring at us. They're chuckling at times, but in general, they're just kind of hanging out. Tomorrow's the big day for the walkover, though. Tomorrow we're going to do a full-out...
you guys fucked up. I mean, tomorrow was the day you wanted to be here.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to do the walkover, and then we're inviting everyone up here to have free food from Rivoli's. Mm-hmm. We were trying to, just walk into a diner and take it over, but I don't know. We couldn't work it out, unfortunately, so we'll have free food up here tomorrow. All right? You want to try this or what? You guys want to play a little game with us today?
We love games with the audience.
Well, we got people from Chicago, San Antonio, Minneapolis, military dude from Albuquerque, right? Oh, yeah, I talked to him on the way over. Madison, Wisconsin.
Air Force guy, yeah.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Major Nelson.
Major Nelson.
There you go, yeah.
Richmond, Montana, Philly.
One of the most sexually frustrating shows ever. It's like you just fuck her already.
Enough.
What show? I was reading.
I Dream of Jeannie.
Oh, yeah.
Major Nelson.
I first started the show when I was 6, and I didn't really know what sex was, but it's just like, why aren't you just grabbing her titties?
Yeah, why isn't he doing something with her, with that girl?
Instead of hanging out with his
master.
buddies.
She's hanging all over him.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Throwing that pussy at him.
All right, sorry.
And we got a guy from Australia. Who's from Australia? Wow, I wouldn't have thought you. I would have thought that guy over there, yeah. No, actually, yeah, you look like you're from Australia.
We got a whole bunch of...
Let's hear the accent.
We got an
what
outlaw.
A diverse group.
Yeah.
My goodness.
This guy here with the glasses looks like he's stealing from some Fortune 500 company, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Australia, what's up?
Hello.
What are you doing in New York?
Hello. I'm traveling down the east coast of America.
And how do you know about us?
I used to listen to you online because someone I knew online hooked me up with you, and so I just kept making free trial accounts on XM.com. And
Actually, I did a gig over in Australia. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah. It was just, it sucked. Damn. It was Comedy Central. They flew you over there for 3 days, and then they flew you right back.
No, you got to stay like 2 weeks at least.
Oh, just to get adjusted to the time, and I went over there. But
they only gave you 3 days? After flying for 2 straight days?
You're flying into a different season, for fuck's sake.
and all the stuff that,
right. Can you give me a couple of days?
I went to the zoo just because I wanted to see some of the, they got some of the most poisonous snakes in the world. So that shit all fascinates me. But I hate when you go to the zoo and they're just laying there. Like, I wanted to...
I think it would be funny if, an Australian zoo had shit that we don't care about. Because in these zoos in America, you go there and they show you animals from Africa and stuff like that. But you go down to an Australian zoo and there's a fucking possum and a squirrel and shit that just runs around here. But to them, it's like, no, it's fascinating. It's a fucking squirrel. What the fuck is...
Plus, I heard the greatest threat ever. This guy said, "I'll headbutt your teeth, you fucking cunt." I'm just like, wow, that's like some fucking rugby shit. Headbutt your teeth. I felt it.
Yeah. Anybody else out there want to talk? You got something on your mind? You want to just play our little game?
Why they're here?
Hey, this guy is, all right, he's got his hand up.
What they do?
The Fortune 500 guy.
With his wife from the 1950s.
Actually, my wife and I are here from San Antonio. We're both teachers.
Teachers.
And wanted to know when you're bringing the traveling virus down to San Antonio, down to Texas.
We're teachers and we like swinging.
I think next year is like where we start hitting those type of places. This year we're still kind of keeping it close to the vest again.
Yeah.
All the cities that we have like regular radio.
Yeah. What about Air Force dude?
Major Nelson.
What do you...
Major Nelson.
Hey, guys.
You look like you've been in for a little while.
About 6 years now. The government sent me here to keep an eye on Bill.
On
He's
Bill,
getting a little too close. So.
yeah, that's it. He's spying. What, seen any action there, my friend? I'm seeing some ribbon.
Yeah, I was over in Iraq in 2003.
What do you do? What's your...
Combat correspondent, public affairs.
Fucking Mickey Spillane!
He did something over there. Look at it. Look at all the stuff he's got on his chest. Looks like the Partridge Family buster.
Well, yeah.
What do all those little colored things mean?
That means he was over there,
well,
and then...
I'm airborne, and then this is my duty badge, and then just different individual awards.
Like tying knots and shit?
Basically, it's the Air Force.
Not breaking the pencil point above and beyond the Call of Duty.
Chairborne
Holding
Ranger.
a clipboard.
Chairborne Ranger. Oh, shit, that's good.
But you guys are the best. Actually, one of the medals is for Katrina, and I had to work the night shift, so I got to listen to you guys overnight out there. Thanks to XM, none of the power worked or anything like that.
What'd you go in as? You're kind of up there in rank.
As a lieutenant.
Yeah?
And now I'm a captain.
So you went to what school and...
Yeah, I was a ROTC cadet.
ROTC, huh?
Mm-hmm. ROTC Nazi.
Fucking A, that's the way to do it. Work your way up. What are you, lifer?
No, I'm separating this summer. So are you guys hiring or anything like that? Or?
Damn, why don't you just stay in?
Yeah, really, stay in.
The Air Force is downsizing, so they're paying me to separate.
They're paying you to leave?
Yeah, you believe
Why
that?
would they pay the experienced guys... like to leave?
The planes that we're buying now are so high speed and so expensive. And people are living a lot longer. So if I stayed in for 20 years, then they have to take care of me for the next 60 to 80 years. So.
They giving you a good deal?
Yeah, real nice. I mean, not enough to retire. And of course, I want to move back to Long Island, so it's only like a down
cost
payment.
a lot of money too. Yeah.
Do you know how to fly a plane?
Like a Cessna, but not like a...
Is that like everybody in the Air Force? Does everybody know how to fly, or some people just using the orange sticks?
Oh, yeah, no, we have a whole spectrum. They're only a small percentage of pilots in the Air Force.
So. Yeah, this guy's like Cessna, making believe it's an F-18 or something.
Buzzing the flight tower.
Well, Bill Burr's got the question for today.
Oh, the question for today that you guys all have. You write it down on a piece of paper anonymously.
You don't have to say your name or anything. Just write your answer down on a piece of paper and hand it in.
And then we're going to read them on the air, whatever. And basically the question is, what is the one sexual fantasy that you really want to do, but you're too afraid to share it with your partner because you're afraid that he or she would leave you?
Would leave you. I was thinking, afraid they say no. It's like, no, I'm leaving you.
Yeah, like I'm going into the. Come on, everybody's been on the internet now, and you've opened up the dark
deep.
closet.
Bill decided to go deep on this
we're going deep on this one. Or maybe whatever, they get upset with you.
I want to have a threesome.
Yeah, not that.
Unless
I'm
it's
talking,
like with her mother.
Yeah.
Then it would be I'm leaving you.
You got to add the horrific...
I want answers that would make, like, P.T. Barnum kind of rub his chin, like, could we get away with that?
Yeah, that's all right, as they write that
we
down.
said it's the Freak Village, so...
Right. We got a fine little story here. We got an 88-year-old weightlifter, as they write their answers to that question, Bill.
Dude, I'm going to be that guy.
Wait, you hear that snap when he picks up a fucking weight?
I think it's a woman. Endora.
Oh, is it?
Endora.
When I was in D.C. and I was doing my New Year's resolution, I'm going to the gym. That lasted through January. Now it's gone. But this fucking guy was like 70 years old, and it was just like the weight he was putting up.
Scary, right?
Yeah, like he was working out with like $180. Okay, this old guy, and he was jacked but all the joints, just every time he lifts something up, you're just waiting for that horrific
some fucking
snap,
tie rod to snap on him.
God! Finally, that's going to make his arm snap in half. Well, it's a woman. She holds the record for deadlifting 100 pounds.
100 pounds.
100 pounds. Well, she's 88.
For Ethel Quinby.
Stand up.
Dora.
Stand up. Come on.
Great, you got the musclehead trainer.
Come on.
Come on.
One more.
Come on, Ethel.
One more.
All you, Ethel. All you.
All you. Not helping at all, Ethel. It's all you. What are you, a pussy?
Going to the gym is a mission.
Very good. Okay, 1 second.
At 88, Quinby holds the world record in her age group for deadlifting 100 pounds.
I have a few trophies.
And is the oldest female competing in the International All-Around Weightlifting Association.
Very little competition.
Quinby started lifting when she was 78.
God help me get it up.
Oh, that's what her
Now, a
husband says
decade
too.
later, she's hoping the attention she's getting will encourage others to pick up a bar.
Pick up a bar, go to one.
Yeah.
It's a factor in keeping positive and being able to accomplish things in your personal relations, and also to help you look a little bit younger, just a little bit.
Quinby says no matter what their age, weightlifters should wear protective belts and practice proper form. It's something she does under the close guidance of her trainer, John Vernaccio.
She's got 2 years to go into 85 to 90, and then she'll move into the 90-year-old age group. And she may find a couple competitors there, too, when she gets there.
Oh, that big muscle head's just like got her whole thing planned out.
Right.
What happens when you hear that grotesque snap when old graham cracker hip fucking gives out?
And her womb falls out because she's struggling so much.
And she's fucking dead within 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, is that horrible? Wow.
That's a whatever story.
No, you know what,
it's
that guy,
Sorry, Bill. I'll be positive. It's inspiring.
It gives us all hope, right, Bill?
Well, no, that guy in D.C., even though he was still jacked, he just still had that old guy chest. Even though he had, like, the pecs, that it's still somewhere. It's not down by your navel, but it's kind of that middle ground.
But it kind of looked like an elephant's ass.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is?
But a little tighter than
what it is?
Other old guys.
You know, you miss days going to the gym, but, like, gravity never takes a day off.
Yeah, gravity is constant.
Gravity hits the gym every fucking day. It's just pulling you down every day. And, like,
so you could have the pecs, but your skin and everything over that muscle is being pulled down. So the bigger your pecs get, the kind of sillier it looks because it looks like you got droopy tits.
No, I can't explain it. You know that old guy chest at some point. I don't know what the fuck happens when you look in the mirror and you finally have that thing. It's just ugh.
All right, we got a chest lift. What do they do? Cut your shoulders and pull and sew it.
Bill came up with today's question. What is it again there, Bill?
Oh, the question again is, what is the sexual fantasy? The one sexual fantasy that you really love to do, but you'd never tell your partner about it because you'd be afraid that they'd leave you.
We have a lot of couples out there, right? Everyone's pretty much paired up except for maybe a couple guys.
Now, the second half of this is we got to try to guess.
Oh, yeah. And we're going to try to guess. If you don't want to play, that's fine. Don't feel like, oh, fuck, now I got to admit this horrific thing. Ant, you want to do the first one?
All right.
The first fantasy coming out of the little...
And I'll try to see who looks down at the floor first.
Let's see. Suck off my CO while I fly a fighter jet. I'm teasing, of course. Who could it be? Now, this really says this. Who wrote shit on an Australian's face? Someone wrote that. Could you stop it?
All right,
give me another one.
Someone that didn't want to play. All right,
someone that thought they were being funny, and it kind of was.
It is funny.
All right.
We are looking for real answers, though.
Wow. It says sex, period, nothing else. Now, do they mean sex on a period or sex, period? Like, is someone not getting sex?
I guess we got a bunch of comedy writers out there.
Yeah.
We needed to do it, and they need to feel safe.
Yeah, they really do. Sex. Just sex. Maybe they're not getting anything. I don't know.
Who's not getting
sex? Sounds like somebody that's a little frustrated.
Who do you think's not getting sex? There's one around the corner, too, you can't say. Ooh, the match game.
He's not getting sex.
He's hiding his face. I'm going to go with the jolly guy in the back. He just seems too fucking, like he's just...
Yeah,
he would just be too...
With the wow hat.
Yeah.
You got it, Bill.
Yeah?
You got it.
Wait, you
wow. Things are a little slow lately. I mean, what can I say? Family, everything else.
I'll say married.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? I really picked you up?
Yeah.
How many kids?
One.
One kid and you're not...
That right there, that giggle. will stop you from getting pussy. You can deliver a great line, sweep a girl off feet, and then the last second she just sees you lose confidence as you go like,
dude, out of all these guys, you're pretty good, man. You picked it out.
Yep.
So no sex. What do you think the problem is?
It's just fucking working all the time.
Nah.
Did she get,
conflicting schedules and,
Is she a little sloppy now, too? You're not really into it?
No. We both stayed pretty consistent since we've been married. She hasn't become a fatty or anything since.
Were you in the room during the birth?
Yes.
And did that?
It was a C-section.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So, and?
That's my riveting radio for the day.
No. Like, did it affect your performance later on?
No.
How long?
Oh, shit. That's been 9 years ago.
Yeah. Do you still remember what it looked like, though? Was it gross and, like, fucking...
We were talking about...
fucking, like, a partition between me and the fucking...
it's called the waiting room.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where the fuck everybody should be.
I want partition to be about 10 floors.
When was the last time you had sex with your wife?
Oh, jeez. It's been a couple weeks, I guess.
Oh, that's not that bad.
I know, that's not bad.
It's not that good either.
I know, it's not that good.
Kind of just there.
He just wants some.
Yeah.
All right.
What can I say?
Good job, Bill.
Good job. Bill, to you.
Right out.
All right. I'll never do that again. That's like hitting a half-court shot.
I know.
People go, do it again. You gotta play it off. Nah, I already did it.
Did it once. You do it, faggot.
This one just says he's already done it, or she's already done it, working on something more hardcore.
Working on something more hardcore. What the fuck does that mean?
Means basically the fucked up fantasy that this person, they bit the bullet and they presented it, and somehow they got through it, they did it, and now they're working on something more hardcore.
Oh, even more hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is the dangers of porn. You start off with something simple.
Wait, anyone?
Like a Sears Roebuck catalog.
Then it's
the next thing,
snowballs on you.
Anyone want to explain out there? Anybody?
I would say that's probably.
Yeah. Who out there did it?
I'm gonna pick the most unlikely couple, the school teachers. No, that's not.
I was going to go with this guy right here.
No.
Damn it.
No. Now it's just silly. We can
what
just
the
keep
fuck?
picking.
The guy with the nose ring. Is this you? Done it? No?
And now we suck.
Does anyone want to share?
Now we're missing layups.
Guys. Jolly happy guy who hasn't been laid in 2 weeks. Just like we suck.
She raised her hand.
Oh.
Wait, get the mic over to her. She'll explain. What's your name?
My name is Molly. That's not my real name. It's
where are you from, Molly?
I'm telling you guys.
Oh, okay.
Her real
Philly.
name is Catherine.
Philly. All right. And what's that one about?
Is
that your boyfriend over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's half right.
Yeah.
It's half right. Done it with him. But yeah, I'm into the whole kind of dominatrix stuff, experimenting, and I gotta break him in a little bit more before,
Wow, you got to break him in, huh?
Yeah.
So you want to dominate him?
Yeah.
And what have you done so far? Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh Jesus. If I hear fucking baby.
No, he got a couple of welts a couple of times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
From a whip or your hand or a paddle?
There's one whip and the studded belt.
The studded belt.
Yeah.
What do you think makes you like this?
Who am I?
Anthony.
Yeah, I'm over here where you can't see me.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Make believe it's radio.
Studded belt. What is it?
I don't know.
Come on, Gelman.
Yeah,
Take it back to my childhood. I don't know.
Why, something crazy happened?
No.
Do you feel this need to take out aggression on men or something? Or?
No, actually, I was dominated once.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How'd that work out for you?
It was awesome.
You liked it?
I loved it.
Do you still like being dominated, or you just want?
I'd rather be the dominator.
Yeah.
So, what did this person do when they were dominating you that you liked so much?
It's kind of embarrassing because.
It's all right.
Has your boyfriend ever heard this before? Maybe. Oh boy. All right, continue, Molly.
It happened with somebody that was not nearly as good looking as me. And I'm not like cream of the crop, so it was, pretty low. Pretty low.
So some
ugly
skanky guy
yeah.
got to dominate you.
Yeah.
And what did he do to you that was dominating?
That was so hot.
Pushed your head into the dashboard. What happened?
Yeah, what did he do that was so hot? That got you turned on?
No, I don't need to go there.
Just a little.
Wow.
Just for that freak chance
the password
that
is...
he's listening and I run into him at a bar or something. I don't.
Did it involve urine?
No.
I'm going to go the other way.
No.
The password is rape fantasy.
Rape fantasy.
There you go. You're closer than the whole fecal
Okay.
thing. That's...
Yeah, that's disgusting. I went right
I have
for
my
the-
limits.
You pretty much he took you by force.
From behind.
No, well, see, we didn't have sex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was like, it was a
BJ.
He just slapped you around?
There was no fluid. We weren't mixing any kind of fluids.
Really?
Really.
This
it was
is interesting.
So he just like tied you to his chin-up bar and just threw a
Pretty
toaster
much.
at you? I mean, what happened?
Wait, she's willing to tell us. We just got to work her a little bit.
Yeah, come on.
We've been doing this a long time. Let's go.
You can tell us. We're
So you know what? Speak it like in code. We can figure
Keep
something
looking back at her boyfriend too.
Are you all right with this?
Okay.
He does.
cool.
I'm already, on his shit list today. I don't need to.
Oh, see, you are into that. Sorry, I thought you meant you had a list of things to get to.
A list of people I have to shit on, literally.
No, huh? Why are you on a shit list? For something you did today or something?
We don't need to worry about that.
Yeah. You're just having a bad day, an argument day?
I'm in so much trouble. Just let's drop that.
Yeah, but that sounds like something you want to be in.
Back to fetish.
Oh, wow.
All right.
You went out. Was that it?
So the guy...
no, it's nothing like that.
The guy had his way
Getting
with
lippy.
Yeah, but it was awesome. I
Mouthing
recommend that
off.
people try it.
What do you put, like chip clips on your nipples or something?
Chip clips. That would look
I'm just
silly.
saying that there's no...
Those big bag clips would look silly.
There's no intercourse going on or any sort of oral going on. I mean, I'm thinking of household things.
How do you dominate?
Mushed you in the face with a mop.
Spanking? Spanking?
It's kind of like a foreplay. Like rough foreplay.
Oh.
Very rough foreplay.
Like some biting?
Yeah,
slapping of the face?
Like you have bruises the next day.
Like punch working
Light bruises, not like battered house-like bruises.
Like holding you down, slapping your face a little.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. That's kinky.
She sounded like, when the person on the $20,000 pyramid, the person just isn't getting it and the other person can't think of any other clues to get them. They just go on. It's like rough foreplay. Rough foreplay.
Aren't you getting this?
Rough foreplay.
Well, I can tell you about him.
Yeah?
Okay.
What did he say?
He told me I was going to ruin his little story. But no, it's always
because
fun
you wrote something down? All right, good. Yeah, so, all right.
Okay.
We'll get back to you, Molly.
For his birthday, I got him handcuffs.
Oh.
And I put our names on it.
Aww.
I got it engraved. It's so
adorable.
cute.
What floor is that at in Tiffany's? 6th floor?
That's the basement.
Yeah. There's the obvious joke. Thanks, Bill.
But anyway, handcuff him up, beat the hell out of him, get what I want, degrade a little bit verbally.
Rough foreplay. Rough foreplay. Hysterical, Bill.
Automobile. Rough foreplay.
Rough foreplay. That's good. You're not gonna. You guys been fighting for just the day or for a week or what?
I guess since we were about 15 years old.
Oh, okay.
You guys have known each other that long?
Yeah.
Well, you don't seem that old, actually. How old are you?
23.
Yeah,
I was going to guess that.
Hey, all right, sit down. We're going to get back to Molly, obviously. The next fantasy out there, what is it, Bill? This is stuff you're too scared to admit to your significant other.
A sexual fantasy you want to do with your partner, but you're afraid to bring it up because you think they're going to dump you.
This one is, I would like to fuck my wife doggy style while she eats out of a dog bowl and howls.
Who could that be? Wow.
I think this is real, too.
Fuck her doggy style while she eats out of a dog bowl.
The teacher is avoiding eye contact. He's looking away.
That could be.
We might have to go back to the Molly couple, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think they're freaky.
No, not him.
Australia?
Oh, no.
He would have said dingo.
Yeah, dingo.
Dingo style.
A dead giveaway.
Or koala, some
Dingo.
dumb animal we don't have over here.
It's a nice
What
snake.
the fuck, a dingo?
Who you want to point out?
He's saying wife, so it's got to be somebody married. Oh, how about this guy right here?
Right in the
down
front row?
God damn it.
No.
His relaxed confidence.
I'm going to go with school teachers. School teacher?
School teacher, you? Oh, damn it! I should have gone. I said he was looking away. I suck.
Yeah.
The teachers are the
Wow.
freakiest people on earth,
Yeah,
man.
teachers
Who
are freaky.
You kidding?
Oh, that's
Teachers are
great.
freaky. That is a good
So
one.
she's hearing this for the first time.
Well, we've tried stuff before, and you know we're down here on our 10th year wedding anniversary, and you know we get along just fine. We have 2 kids, and we've tried some stuff before. I think this would just be something kind of funny, something kind of comical to do.
You like to mix funny with your sex, huh?
Yes.
That's always great
funny.
that's always great for a hard-on, just to start belly laughing.
So she would have to howl also? Have you ever howled?
No way.
No, huh?
You would never do this?
Never.
Is it a particular breed you want her to sound like?
Yeah. A Bichon Frise.
A bigger dog, more of a Cocker Spaniel, a pug.
And where does this come from?
Oh, just trying to think of something different to do.
Yeah.
But you've thought of this.
Yeah.
This comes from being married for 10 years and never cheating on your wife.
Absolutely.
You're really starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel.
What
or
is
maybe opening a trap door.
Yeah.
What does the wife think of this?
Where all the catches, the king crab legs and shit.
What do you think?
Wifey, what do you think? Are you shocked that he said that?
Not shocked, but he's funny like that, so
Funny.
that doesn't shock me that much.
What's the craziest thing you guys are willing to admit to that you've done?
Some body shots. You can't.
Body shots.
Body shots?
I was.
You could do that on spring break.
I know. I skipped that.
And actually, we were up at a camp, and I was it's a music camp up in the mountains, and we got kind of wild. It was just the 2 of us, and you know we had a lot of tequila, a lot of body shots, and had a good time.
Oh.
All right, but they want to step it up with the doggy thing.
Yeah, it's a big leap from
body
some sort of
shots.
hacky coming-of-age movie.
Yeah. Up at the camp, a music camp? Were there other people there?
Body shots. I was thinking like left hooks to the liver.
Did you hook up with any of them and drink, or
we hung out a little bit.
body shots off anyone else?
Yeah, kind of up the road there's some natural hot springs, and people made it a habit of going up there and stripping down and hanging out.
Yeah.
I didn't get to do that.
No,
This is just the calm before the storm. He's just too calm. Well, you know, we just kind of...
Yeah, we just...
Yeah, he gets crazy.
Oh, yeah. He's going to accidentally choke her to death. Okay, next couple.
Behind closed doors, they get crazy.
Autoerotic.
All right, moving on to...
Choke the other
give it
out.
to Ed there.
Oh, let's see. Dig deep. Get a good one. Fuck in a high school. Someone out there wants to fuck in a high school.
No, you're done already. Don't worry, bud. Could be your wife, though.
Am I going to go back to the well again? This guy is not... Fuck!
Did you go to the same guy?
He's got this shifty look about him.
Air Force? No, huh?
I think it's...
Oh, why didn't I pick the guy with the glasses and the wow hat? Is that you? Damn it. Why the fuck didn't I pick him?
What the fuck in a high school?
Why did I?
Wait, what's that about?
There you go.
I really don't know.
You look like you're still in high school.
No.
How old are you?
21.
21, all right. A couple years out. A few years out.
Oh, shit, you can go get an 18-year-old.
Yeah, I think it's just because I wanted to fucking, like, you know, a school bathroom for some reason. I just never got that, so.
So that's like, would be a huge turn on to you if you could accomplish that.
I don't think the chick would really leave me for it, but it's fancy.
She would just take it down a few notches. Can we go to like a Denny's bathroom? I mean, does it have to be a high school?
All right.
What would be the ultimate? A teacher or just your girlfriend?
Yeah, high school teacher.
High school teacher.
Absolutely.
A high school teacher fantasy.
I think I wanted to bang just about any teacher I had who was remotely fuckable.
No,
I wanted to fuck.
Any teacher that showed cleavage, that's all they had to do.
Oh, yeah.
In high school. That was it. You look at some of them now and you're like, what was I thinking?
The gym teacher?
Huh?
The female gym teacher?
Yeah, right. They never showed the cleavage.
No.
There was always that one hottie teacher, like, I don't know what her deal was, frustrated in her marriage, would just come to school dressed with
completely inappropriately.
Ridiculous.
Right.
I had a foreign language teacher. I swear to God, she used to wear these dresses with a slit like halfway up her thigh. We were like, I don't even know what
she's thinking when she's getting dressed.
You know what I'm saying?
You're 15 where you get a boner when the wind blows and she's showing up to class.
Yeah, I think I told this story before. Yeah. So one day she came in, she had slits up both sides of her fucking dress. And every time she would step back from the board, you could literally not only see the thigh on one side, you saw the inner thigh of her other fucking leg.
That's like hardcore sex back then.
That's porno.
Dude, that's raging.
Yeah.
Raging fucking hard.
That's strip club.
Then she she called on me and I wasn't paying attention. I tried to lie my way out of it. And she was screaming at me, like, to this ridiculous level. I don't know if there's some bullshit going on in her personal life looking back. It was so over the top, the way she was yelling at me, but I just didn't have the courage to be like, you know what I was doing? I was looking at your fucking legs.
You should have said that.
Why don't you put some goddamn clothes on, and maybe I'll know how to say the days of the week in French.
Let's say hi to Chris in Pennsylvania. Chris, what's up?
Hey, Bill Burr got stepped all over. How can nobody laugh at left hooks to the liver?
I didn't even hear.
We were talking about
the replay.
Body shots.
Oh, body shots.
Okay, very good.
The one they were talking about, this picture of Mickey Ward.
Punching out.
You know that shot that you just don't get up from?
Yeah.
Unless you're Arturo Gotti, who somehow got up.
Bill, it's to you, I think. Read another one there.
Here we go.
Riveting game.
Yes.
We'll do...
all right, fuck that one.
If it's boring, just throw it away.
She's just as sick as me. What is it? Nothing.
All right, so some people will be safe today.
That's like
here's a great one.
All right.
This is a great one. This is my favorite one. Suck cock on a bus.
No way.
Rosa Parks out there. Right.
Oh, that's great.
Suck cock on a bus.
I'm just fascinated by the whole bus thing.
I'm not counting out. I'm not counting out the guys either.
Major Nelson.
Yeah, he's like, hey, dude, chill.
Come on, he's got a bus uniform. You got the Air Force.
Don't
uniform.
ask, don't tell.
Girl in the back. No?
Nah, that was the obvious choice.
Does she look like a bus cocksucker? Let's see.
Let's go.
How about that cutie pie in the back? No,
no, we got to go.
Damn it!
We got to go to the front row on this one. Front row.
I love that telling smile.
There you go.
It's like we should do it like To Tell the Truth.
Yeah.
Where they got to do the phony kind
they
of
do the fake stand up, and it's
that's it.
Next time we'll do that.
Wow.
Look at the husband.
Husband, boyfriend?
No, boyfriend. Whatever.
What?
Sorry, man. Didn't mean to put pressure on the relationship.
Yeah. What
boyfriend
are you doing
though? Bill? You had no idea she was into that, huh?
No, nothing surprises me with her anymore.
Yeah, you guys get...
She could have said that to me.
You get into some wild things?
Actually, for the most part, we're pretty normal.
I had sex at a Bears game once.
Oh, yeah?
You did?
Not with me, though.
In the stands. No, not with him.
Oh.
In the stands.
You know, the cameramen can see everything.
The Bears must have been really winning or really losing at that point.
It was pretty boring, yeah. It was way back before the Super Bowl.
But where were you? Way up top?
Yeah.
See, the cameras zoom right in.
See, people at Shea Stadium do that, and they think they're getting away with something. Everyone knows what they're doing.
Yeah. They go way up top.
Way up top, and all of a sudden you just,
Exactly. How did you pull that? How did you pull that off? You wearing a dress?
Skirt.
Skirt. Okay.
Yeah. You just sit down.
Sit down on the seat.
Yeah.
And then get up and then sit back down again. And
right,
then get up and sit back down again. Like
you can't make up your mind.
Down in front. Thank you.
Do I want to be here or do I not?
Down in front. Thank you.
You're doing one of those hacky charity events where you have to sit in every seat. Yeah. But you're sitting in the same seat over and over again.
And
so what is it about the bus?
Yeah, the bus thing.
I like that.
It's in public like that.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
But I mean, there's parks. There's
there's a lot of people on a bus though.
But Bill, you're into that too. You said that's something. You said that's one of my favorites or something like that. Where you're.
What do you mean? Well, questions.
No. I thought it was the most original.
Oh, okay.
It just kind of twisted. Everybody's got the...
like, this is one of my favorites. I want to suck cock on a bus, too.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Greyhound bus, school bus, short
Any
bus.
Any kind of bus.
Any bus.
Yeah,
short
retard bus, whatever.
That's great.
Why don't you do it while you're in New York?
Somebody with a
hockey
white
helmet in your lap.
Do it in New York. Get on one of those dumb double-decker tour buses.
Tour bus, get on the top deck there.
You know what? Keeping with the theme of giving some people some hope, how
Yeah.
can we make her fantasy come true?
We should.
How much does it really cost for a bus ticket?
Wait, we got it.
Maybe we can do it on the R train on the way back to the hotel.
Yeah. Subway, bus, still public.
What's the craziest thing you guys have done?
Craziest?
I don't know.
Yeah, you too.
In the parents' backyard?
Right.
Yeah.
That's probably about it.
You like that outside shit, huh?
Yeah, our parents live on a farm, so yeah.
Oh, uh-oh.
No animals involved. Sorry.
That's nice. Fucking goat starts licking your asshole while you got her bent over.
Bill, let's do one last one.
Okay. Goats, by the way, are probably the fucking greatest. I always fuck with dogs, and I turn them into, like, attack dogs.
Yeah.
But goats naturally...
Oh, they will
like
fuck with you.
Yeah, so I like those things.
And,
wow.
And you kind of hit them in the horns, and they put their head down and chase you.
Yeah,
and they'll nail you in the shin and fucking hurt.
But they're having a good time.
Yeah, they're having
You're not
fun.
fucking it up. Like
Yeah.
we used to always have West Highland Terriers, and we turned every one of them into a no questions asked. If you weren't part of the family, the second you walked in the house, this thing would just latch onto your leg. Like YouTube gold.
You could kick goats in the head, and they just come after you.
No,
but
I
like
they
they're
jump
having
up
fun.
and they come in from the side. They come at you with angles.
They do that. They get up on their hind legs, kind of walk a little, and go sideways, and then wail you with their fucking horns.
Yeah, it's like...
and they're having fun.
There's two great ones left.
All right,
Everyone
I'll
else
choose
skates.
this one.
Everyone else skates today.
Oh, Jesus. All right, this one, let me look. Suck whipped cream out of her anus. Sucked whipped cream
Who looks like
out of her anus.
Who looks like a baker out there?
Yeah, what?
Because you know you'd have to put it in with that fancy gourmet. How they
little,
dispense it.
The little bag that they squeeze with the
so it looks like a
mold
flower,
on the front.
yeah.
It looks like a flower.
By the way, people are reminding us that we shouldn't have sex in public things going on anymore.
Oh, maybe.
We kind of forgot.
Why? What happened?
Well, because we're trying to get her to suck his cock on a bus.
Something
today.
bad happened once?
Well, maybe. We forgot.
How about involving a bus and sex in public?
Yeah.
That's great. We'll take two fucking things we got in trouble for.
Well, Molly's guy laughed too hard, so I don't think it's him.
Lick whipped cream out of her anus. I'm not a food sex guy. That's why I hate Hooters.
It's
Yeah,
either
you don't like
combining
the food
two
and sex thing.
It's dude in
I
front.
want food to be the focus.
I think it's the guy right up front here.
Nah.
Right there with the hat. You? No.
But it can't be Molly. It's either the Australian dude or Molly's...
Major Nelson.
Chuck Yeager over there?
Major Nelson.
Major Nelson?
No.
No.
It's got to be Australia then, right?
Aussie? Yeah.
He's
there
a
you
dirty
go.
boy.
Look at you.
He's a dirty boy.
I gotta love Australia.
Is that your chick next to you?
Yeah.
Have you ever
Wow.
heard this one before, ma'am?
What?
Has she ever heard this before?
No.
No? Are you shocked?
No.
No?
No.
He gets a little crazy?
Little kink.
I know he has crazy ideas, yeah.
More importantly, are you going to make it happen?
Sure.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey.
Did that
Making dreams come true right here.
That's
Opie and Anthony
something.
show.
Did that give you a little tingle when you found out it was him?
A little.
A little. Gonna get some whipped cream, go to the hotel.
That ends the fantasy when the other person's not into it. Like, well, all right.
Yeah, well.
All right.
You like doing that?
She's just going to be on all fours looking over her shoulder going, you done?
You need me to do what? Like what?
Reading Us magazine.
Yeah. What do you want, the Cool Whip or the other
It's cold.
stuff
Stop
in the
it.
can?
All right, very good. Anything else for that Australian dude?
I don't know. Where have you ever done anything like that?
No.
No?
Nothing.
How are the girls in Australia? Kinky?
No.
No?
No, not at all.
I heard they are.
No.
It's weird. Where are you from in Australia?
Melbourne.
Melbourne. So is Melbourne or Sydney?
All right.
Because that's the only two cities there are, right?
It's the only places that are civilized out there. The rest of them are a bunch of
everything else is
aborigines
just a
with
bunch of,
didgeridoos and shit.
we know that, yeah.
Right,
There's
you're-
alligators everywhere and kangaroos jump
And you can't
everywhere.
even go out west.
No.
Holy shit.
They're still on the east coast out
They're
there.
just the coast. Everything else is a wasteland where only the road warrior drives around.
Let's go to Ryan. Ryan, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey, man.
You guys
stepped on another line. Ant had a line, you're talking about the girl that wanted to suck cock, and you're talking about the different buses, and when you mentioned the short bus, Ant said, yeah, that'd be good. You'd have a guy with a hockey helmet in your lap.
I didn't hear it.
Well, that's
very good. Craziest thing I ever did, I had sex under a table at F.H. Riley's during the St. Patty's Day Bash this Saturday starting at 11:30 a.m. at 400 New York Avenue in the heart of Huntington Village. So
what a plug. Who's that?
That was Nate Sack from Whackbag, Jericho, Long Island. Yeah, the party starts very early at F.H. Riley's this Saturday.
Plug.
And we're doing the karaoke starting at 8 o'clock. You're going, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, good.
I got to get out there at some point. Where exactly is that?
In the heart of Huntington Village, yeah.
Is that Long Island?
Yeah, it's about 50 minutes from right here.
50?
Without traffic.
Nah, fuck that.
All right, here's the last one. And we got to get out on time because... Today, no, that's all right.
I don't have a car. You know how long that takes to get out of a car?
It's fine.
Switching trains and standing on platforms.
We got to leave on time today because they're doing the hello bit from Antoinette. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
The Rick Springfield hello call because we were talking about prize pigs recently. Pigs. So we got a few requests for that. The last fantasy from the studio audience
was to see me at Caroline's next weekend. Thank you,
Bill Burr.
Thank you.
Wow. That seat is magic for plugs. It's like Jimmy. You just
fuck his father. Fuck his father, or wear a strap-on. Oh, Bill, she gave herself away. She's hiding. She's like, she wants to just disappear. She couldn't keep herself together. It's the one in the back row. Look at her. She's losing her mind. Oh, my God.
Fuck the boyfriend's father?
Is that your boyfriend right there?
I'm Molly's sister.
Oh,
that explains it.
Just nuts.
And what is her fantasy?
She wants to fuck his father. Who are you going out with? Is he here?
No, we broke up.
Oh,
but I still so want to bone his dad.
How old is his dad?
He's 40-something.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Oh, my.
Way younger than that. 21.
21, and he's upper 40s? Where is he at?
Yeah, maybe early 50s.
We have to investigate this. Do you think he ever picked up vibes? Were you ever, flirting with him?
No.
What is it about his father?
Well, it was his stepdad, for one, and he was just hot. Just really hot.
Oh, my Jesus Christ. Everyone's just flabbergasted.
I would just how great would your life be if you were actually that 40-year-old that's some fucking 21...
All I'm thinking of is that fucking movie
Beauty.
Poison Ivy.
Oh, Poison
with
Ivy.
Tom Skerritt just fucking, who was it, Drew Barrymore? Or
yeah.
And he's just fucking her on the piano stool. And then his daughter walks in and kind of sees it.
Oh, my God.
That's exactly what that fucking...
Wow, the Molly family is kinky. What happened when you guys were growing up?
So you broke up with this boyfriend, though?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Not exciting enough?
He was cheating.
Oh, well. With your mom? That would have been an ironic twist to the whole thing.
And what's up?
Be a revenge fuck.
Yeah.
And what's up with the strap-on thing?
Oh, he was such a queer. I would have loved to bend him over and fuck him like a bitch. I just hated him.
Wow.
How long did you guys go out? How long did you go out?
A year.
A year?
A year, and you wanted to fuck him in the ass with a strap-on.
Oh, I would have loved to.
Wow.
Bill, you had...
And there is no, not believing that statement whatsoever.
She absolutely would like to.
All right. Well, give you guys a round of applause.
This is what he would look like afterwards.
Yeah. All right. Bravo.
I like doing visual jokes on radio.
That's all right. I laughed.
Bill, great question today.
Oh, thank you.
That was great. All right, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Right now, do line of the day?
Yeah, we do it right now.
All right.
Here comes
we got one?
2 runners up.
Holy shit. All right, line of the day brought to you by BowDogFight.com. Tune into Ion Television Tuesdays and Saturdays for episodes of Bowdog Fights for all the mixed martial arts action you could want. Check out BowDogFight.com. Here's a runner-up line of the day.
Is that Bill?
Yeah, Bill Burr is in today.
Have you seen it?
No, I don't watch it.
Have you seen the kid?
Yeah, we watched a few video clips.
He looked like Halle Berry's high school photo.
There you go, Bill Burr. Runner-up line of the day.
Halle Berry.
Here's another runner-up line of the day.
Oh, I thought that was line of the day. I was saying, no, I thought Anthony said it funny as shit.
Like, I've seen your insides. I've smelled what you could produce. I've seen, you know.
Yeah.
These are the same girls that didn't want you to see them without makeup on for a while when, like, you first hooked up with them. You know? The hell?
Anthony. BowDogFight.com. Thank you. Here is today's line of the day.
Here comes line of the day, line of the day.
Almost like Jimmy's here when the song plays.
I love that.
He came out like he was 6 months old.
28 pounds.
Swear to God.
Did you hold it up like you won a fishing contest?
Bill Burr, line of the day. He'll be at Caroline's next weekend.
Oh, man.
Always a pleasure, Bill. Oh, let's not forget about the ONA Traveling Virus Comedy Tour.
How could we?
Tickets go on sale today. Pre-sale.
1 o'clock Vegas time.
1 o'clock Vegas time through Ticketmaster. We got a great lineup. We got 8 or 9 comedians playing the Hard Rock.
4 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah. Cafe, I know. Hard Rock Cafe and Casino out there in Vegas.
Mountain.
No, it isn't. No, it's 3 o'clock Eastern.
Is it?
2 o'clock Central.
No, it's
4 o'clock.
Are they West Coast or they Mountain Time?
It's
I
3.
think they're West.
Okay. Yeah, it's part of the West.
I just made it more confusing.
1 o'clock Vegas time.
No, it's important because it's going to sell out fast because it's only 1,500 seats and you got 8 comedians. So through Ticketmaster starting at 1 o'clock today.
Yep.
All right?
That's it.
And if you need more info, go to opieandanthony.com. And when we're in Vegas, we'll announce the rest of the tour. I think it's at least 9 more dates.
Yeah.
Maybe 10. No summer for the boys, but a lot of fun.
See some of you people in the poker room, too.
Yeah. All right. Guys, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate the support out there.
The studio audience.
All right. And we're out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hey! Hey! Yes! Oh, fuck. Hey! What the hell's going on here?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Awful. They're just awful people.
Line of the Day is brought to you by Bodog. If you'd like to vote on any of the weekly show polls, go to iliketolisten.com.